Yeah, I'm gonna leave that to other people. I'll leave that to other people. Where's Mark?
No, you've got to ask some bloody questions, mate. I don't know. Probably not coming. We'll call it a night now, shall we?
That would be a bummer.
We can make it the quickest stream ever.
Take Bill's line and say, welcome everybody who's not here to the show, because we apparently have zero audience.
Yeah, it's true. We always do, mate. We always do.
I'd imagine
I don't even care anymore. I told you that before.
Figure my mom's in a bit of recovery, and for us guys in the States, it's the middle of the day, so you know we don't have a bunch of overlap there.
Yeah. Let's try not to talk politics this week, hey?
Hopefully Bill will talk about Steve Rude coming in, because, you know, yeah, I'm not going to bug JM anymore after next week. I really wanted to make it a point for him to come in after the Kickstarter was all done, so he could come in and say, hey, we did really good, and this is what's coming next.
Yeah.
And then open the door for him.
Find out more about it.
I mean, I could grab one comic book.
Well, I've got no comics to show.
Yeah, and me neither. I could grab one comic book of his and spend an hour talking to him about it. And then flip to another comic book and spend an hour talking about it. So I'm never going to be at a shortage for being able to talk to guys like that. There's Darren. There's our comic book show up.
Hey,
Dazza. Got his heart set on killing me today.
Do they call you Dazza, Darren?
Yeah, it's a good one. That one.
Are you adding up? Are you adding up Kyle's totals for what he owes you?
Yeah, I need a new calculator one with more zeros on.
I'll tell you what, when I'm done with Mark and Bill this next go round, that's probably it for me, sadly to say, for the rest of my life. But I got one swap going. Well, I got one swap going in Boston. Then I regularly communicate with Johnny up in Montreal, so there'll be stuff going back and forth probably there. But as far as big money trades, those two guys are getting the last of my big money books that are going out the door. And Darren, as far as I'm concerned, you can have every other one of my big money books that Mark doesn't sink his teeth into off what we already committed to. You can have all the rest of big money books in my collection from there. So
sounds good. I mean, I'll only take what I'm due.
But
yeah, you can send all the rest of you not due to me.
Okay?
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I coming through or wait? Yeah. Am I delayed or anything?
Coming through right to me anyway.
Okay.
You're frozen a bit now. You've just frozen, literally. I know you're back again.
Let me just do a quick reboot, because if my computer works from my telephone doing a hotspot, and someone was contacting me before the show, and I think it screwed everything up. So I'm going to do a reboot. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
You seem all right to me, mate. Okay, you seem all right to me.
All right, I'll just quit. I'm back in.
Yeah, that.
There you go. He's out. How's your week been, Kyle? What have you been up to this week? Anything exciting?
Do what? Sorry, UPS.
How has your week been? What have you been up to?
Oh, just
I saw him go past.
Mainly babysitting the granddaughter, helping the kids out. They had a flu outbreak at the kids' daycare, so I've had to do extra work, as you can see by the under my eyes.
Looks good though.
You've got to make sure you avoid that. You don't want to get a bloody flu, do you?
I don't care if it takes it away from the kids. If the little ones aren't sick and I have it, big deal.
So look what I just bought from Phil today. Why is
it cleaned and pressed?
No.
Condition.
Why? Yeah, it's beautiful. Why is this important?
First time he uses kryptonite
because it's a comic that you just bought, and any comic you just bought.
That's a very good reason. But no, look at this.
Is it the slap?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was the slap cover.
It's a slap. I wondered if it was a slap.
Man, look at the bright colors on that thing. That thing is high grade.
And this is like one of the first comics I bought while working here because I wanted it so bad. But Phil's here. Say hi to Phil.
Hi, Phil. There.
Hi to Phil.
What is that? 1964.
We've already got a Phil here already. Phil Kunk.
What's that?
Is that 1964?
It's November 65.
65. You get the wordplay on that, don't you, Graham?
Guess who we're getting here June 1st, Kyle?
You said Steve Rude, right?
Oh, Steve Rude's going to be next month.
Is it Cotton Rhyming Slang or is it for Philomena Kunk?
I'm making a Philomena Kunk joke.
It's Billy Tan.
Right.
And Billy Tan is the one that Phil's buying the cover art from. The variant of this cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Billy, it's funny. He worked for Top Cow. He worked for Top Cow Comics for 10 years, and then Marvel hired him, and this was the first thing he ever did for Marvel was X-23, and so he did all the interior and cover art for X-23, and then it's the Two Claws. But have y'all read this book?
It's really good.
I'm not a fan of let's make a girl Thor, let's make a girl Spider-Man, let's make a girl Wolverine. So I had very low expectations. But the fact that she was basically when Wolverine escaped from the lab and trashed the place, they had one vial of his blood left. And they tried to clone him, but the DNA was damaged. So they were only able to make embryos that were female, and X-23 was the 23rd attempt to clone Wolverine, and they trained her to be she has a trigger pheromone that if somebody has this pheromone on them, she goes into berserker mode and kills them. So she's an assassin that doesn't even know what she's doing. And it is so well written.
So if you fart badly.
Yes. Only if you've been eating the pheromone.
Yeah,
but in this comic, there's a politician that they want to assassinate, and they put the pheromone on him, and the character kills the kids, the women, the men, everybody in the room is dead. It is so aggressive. It is insanely well written. And then Billy went on to do the X-Men, New Avengers. Then he went to DC and started doing Green Lantern. And then he moved back. He's from Malaysia. He moved back to Asia. He's got his own comic company, and he does comics in Asia now. But he's going to come in and do a signing for us. And I'm so excited. He's like, Philip, I don't think anybody really cares to meet me anymore in America because I'm not doing anything in the U.S.
That's okay. No, we want to meet him.
And I said, you did X-23, so I'm going to pimp it, and we're going to have this place full of people that want to meet you.
Yeah. Get him on the show. We'll show him how excited people around the world are.
Maybe we can get him on the Thursday before he comes down, or the Wednesday before he comes down, because Steve Rude, I don't know if I told you, Steve's going to do the show the week he comes. Awesome. Yeah. So we're Steve Rude is going to be here the first weekend in April. Isn't that great?
But Billy did all this artwork. He also did like the New Avengers when it was the Secret Invasion. He was doing New Avengers leading into Secret Invasion around the 40s, 30s, 40s into 50. And I didn't even know who he was. I bought a piece of his original art from a dealer at DragonCon.
Great painted covers that I really like.
Yeah, he's really talented.
So we're excited. I'm geeking out. X-23, my favorite new book.
Hey, let me get my really bad joke out of the way. He said pheromone, and you know what I think of when I hear pheromone?
Bill?
You're going to tell us a joke about...
That's good.
That's really good. Something about hormones, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we're getting there. When I think of a pheromone, I think of Steve Martin's circus girlfriend with a special tattoo on her ass getting a special purpose.
Oh,
having a special
it's
like
slippery when wet.
It's like she tattooed my name right there on her ass. It's under the J's.
It's under
the J. From the jerk.
Nathan R. Johnson.
How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
I thought you were.
You see, now that's on my level, Mark. I mean,
I thought you were going to say.
I was like, straight over my head.
The way I heard that is, how do you make a hormone? You have sex with her. No.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's actually so. You guys missed this. I just bought this from Phil a few minutes ago.
Oh, nice.
Do you know why this is important?
Well, it's a nice high grade. What else?
It's the Stapp issue.
Oh,
really? Is it 153?
Look.
Yeah, it is.
Wait till you see how tight this is on the inside, Mark.
Sorry?
All right, can we just go back? Let's go back for a second to X23. What I found interesting, there was already a character from DC Comics called Panther, and her code name was X24. She was the 24th person.
Did you hear that?
I'm assuming she came first as well. So
there was a character,
one copied the other,
named Panther, and she was X24.
I'm aware of that. And there was also some kind of robotic character named X23 as well, I think.
There's X51 machine one.
An EC.
Yeah. X51's Machine Man.
That's true.
Oh, that's crazy.
All those X numbers people, they should have a team. The
X-Force.
The
X
numbers.
They could be called
X
the
numbers.
X-Men.
Simple trivia.
They could be-
Where
they could-
simple
they
trivia.
could call
Where did
Marks the
X51 first appear?
Oh, 2001.
What issue?
oh, War of the Worlds number 6,
Number
8?
7?
No, 2001, 8. Is it
8? I was close.
Bill was just guessing, but
He was in 8, 9, and
Yeah,
10.
it was a wild ass
City.
guess. Yes. Well, because I know it was after the 6-issue run of the original story, and I thought it was the first issue after that, but I'm wrong.
Hey, and who did Machine Man 2020?
Barry Smith.
Barry Smith. Yeah.
Rightly so.
Did you like those, Phil?
What, Machine Man?
The 2020 where it's Barry Smith?
I never read those.
Oh, Phil hasn't read. Wow, that's amazing. Phil normally has read everything. So, Mark, what are you up to today?
I just did a Whatnot show, which went quite well.
Oh, great.
I've been sorting comics, so I found loads of duplicates, so I sold all my duplicates.
I didn't even get a notification of that.
You should have done.
Oh, you know what? I need to tell Phil about those because Phil would probably want quite a few things from you.
Yeah. So it's and I had my first big sale through my website today.
Yeah.
What was that?
I sold 29
big?
Star Wars for 250 quid. Yeah.
What number?
Wow.
What number?
There were 29 from the original Marvel series.
Oh, it was 29 issues or number 29?
No, 29 issues. Yeah.
For
So there were-
250, that seems like a steal, though.
Sorry?
That seems like a
Someone's
steal.
got more money than sense, didn't they?
So I did the deal for him because he was buying a lot. So there was 6, 7 of them in low grade.
Oh wow!
So I did those at a $5. There was then some in sort of mid grade, which I did at a $10, and then there was 4 which are sort of special issues. You know, these weren't 1 to 10; these were 20 something to 80 something.
That deal is mad, and it hit the bullseye.
Ah, look at that! Look at that! That's one of my favorite Mad.
Yes, I was pleased with it. It was nice. It was nice. He's a nice guy who I've dealt with before. So, yeah.
So, Mark, sometimes I don't get those Whatnot notifications. Maybe if you're going to do a surprise show, maybe throw me a messenger thing that says, "Hey, Dumbass, get on here and help."
Yeah, I will do. You should do because I generally put you as the moderator.
Yeah, I got pulled away the other day pretty bad. We've had to help a lot with the granddaughter. So, hey, Damien.
Hey, Sleepy.
So I think I got enough to. I think I bought enough to get.
Grey Amazing. Carry on.
So I think all of you are getting copies of this. This is the one that we sold Saturday. We still have a few left, but we had it was a great day. We really had a good day, and you know what? What's funny is I think we sold almost as many.
How was he behaved?
Huh? What?
How was he behaved, the fella?
He behaved great that day. You know. After that, we had a little issue, but
did you give him a lift home?
No, I did not. Phil did. Phil is a saint.
Yeah.
You gave him a lift home.
So, speaking of Phil,
we're not really. We're not bad.
Speaking of Phil, our copies are going to be
way.
autographed by him, aren't they?
Yeah. You guys, I'll get autographed copies. Yeah, of course.
From Phil too, right? We get Phil autographs.
Phil? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get Phil.
You know what happens whenever I sign something? It's worth 50% less.
Yeah.
It drops the price in half the minute I sign it. It's
only 50%. Really?
Can I have a non-Phil signed issue, please?
No, smart choice.
He's gonna randomly put it in the middle of the book to where you'd never see it, and you won't know it's the value.
Great. I think you should do a Grey Man merchandise comic with us as all the villains, and you have to fight us all.
That would cost an extreme amount of money, which I wouldn't be able to afford.
So
Me and Mark can draw it.
This is our first T-shirt.
Carl can do the lettering and the wording. He seems quite good at stuff like that.
I like that. You can throw me one of those in my pack.
Okay, you got it, man. What size are you?
You're
XL?
American, so I think
6XL.
It's 3XL.
Are you a 3XL?
Oh,
Yeah.
3X.
Are you? I think we may have.
I'm a 3X.
But we're in San Antonio, which is the fat city of the United States.
I think 23.
But I don't think you got enough.
I love America because
3XL is the smallest they've got.
Okay, we have a 2XL, and these are kind of big. But let me see if I have a 3. You may wind up getting the last. You got one.
You've got one. Brilliant. That'll fit.
I will put it in your box, bud. You got it. You got it.
Your beard could be like Medusa's hair.
Exactly.
You're funny.
Mark just dropped a new video of his horror comics that he's picked up lately.
I did.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, some really
He
good
only
stuff.
dropped 2 videos for some reason. It was showing up 2 videos. Mark.
Yeah. I had to delete. I've forgotten I'd loaded it once. So I've actually removed one, Gray. So there's only one now.
Yeah. I realised that when I couldn't watch the second one.
Yeah, I picked up some nice.
I saw the
Charlton.
it was the same.
Got some nice Charlton horror.
Oh, great. You know, Gray looks like Odin. He does kind of look like Odin.
Oh, yeah. So close one eye, put an eye patch on it.
Yeah. He needs an eye patch. But yeah.
Verily, 'tis so.
But I do want to say this because I wasn't here when we started we were on, but I wasn't sitting here. I was talking to Phil. I do want to say this is episode 69, folks. This is our yin yang episode
69
weekly. And so 69, way better than 96.
I think of it. I like to think of I prefer to think of show 69 as a mutual pleasure experience for everybody. Personally, that's what I like to think of as.
You do realise you're going to set Kyle off in a minute.
What's mutual?
Because that's the year I was born. So obviously 69, the year I was born, is obviously the pleasure I've brought to everybody.
Oh yeah. So Phil got us a new pop, and so Phil does a show with Chip White, who is Vanna White's brother, and so he got a Vanna White pop for the store, and we'll put that right.
Okay, who's
she's going to sign it? She's going to sign it, which is going to be great. But Chip is a great
Vanna
guy.
White?
What's really cool is Chip and I are going to Los Angeles at the end of the month for meetings on the podcast. And he was like, let's just stay at my sister's house. I was like, okay, let's stay at your sister's house.
Twist my arm.
Right. Would it be tacky for me to go up and get my Vanna White Playboy?
Yeah, that would probably. Would that be tacky, Phil?
Who did you say Vanna White was, Mark?
Would it be tacky for him to go get his Vanna White Playboy to bring down and show us
69
I don't know if Chip wants to see his sister.
Right.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Can everyone shut up apart from the person? Can everyone shut up apart from the person who's telling me who Vanna White is, please?
Vanna White is the woman who turns the letters on Wheel of Fortune. And she's been on there.
She's the Rachel Riley of American TV.
American Harold
She's not as smart.
What'd you say?
She's the Rachel Riley of American TV. She's just not as smart.
Well, I don't know. She's pretty smart. She's been able to.
Yeah, but Rachel Riley is like a math genius.
Who's Rachel Riley?
She's on 8 out of 10 Cats Death Countdown.
Okay.
Phil, you don't have to get me in.
No.
Nobody wants to see me. They just want to see your smile.
He's a real pig.
Yeah, I'm with Darren.
I don't know about showing
No,
you really should see the cover of Vanna White's Playboy. It's a beautiful one.
Well, the cover is beautiful. Yeah.
It's a bit, but it is nice.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. She's aged very gracefully. I think she still looks fantastic. You know, she looks a lot.
All right, you talked me out of it. I'm gonna go get it.
Oh gosh,
the audience wants it.
Just the cover. Just the cover.
Come on.
Oh, it's this
20,
one.
Over 20 minutes in. Oh no, we have seen a comic book. We have seen a comic book. I say, hold on, let me put you on the big screen. Oh, too slow.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's very tasteful as well.
Okay, I can see her bottom.
That's bootylicious.
That is bootylicious. I have to admit.
That's just her elbow, like down there, and it's the crack in the elbow joint.
Yeah. Crack in the elbow. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's certainly a crack of some kind, anyway.
Yeah, it's a crack.
It's not the same kind of crack you smoke, Darren, to think that, but it's definitely a crack of some kind.
I don't think Darren smokes that kind of crack. Well, we don't know, but we'll.
How has your week been, Darren? Have you bought any new comic books?
Oh my God!
Yeah, you got a hell of a collection, didn't you, the other day?
I bought
Have you got an
3
adventure to
collections.
tell us?
You know about the Welsh collection?
Yeah.
I bought 2 more collections. One of them
you dropped in a puddle.
One of them is like. The other one is like woohoo!
Oh no!
You want to see some woohoo? Quick flash!
Yeah,
woohoo.
So the one that is
we don't want to see the
Darren is the one that's got stuff in it that I can buy for cheap, or is it just not even? Is it even more than I collect?
Well, you can have it, man. You can have it for 10p a copy if you buy it all and come and pick it all up. 2,000.
Oh yeah, I can't pick it up, man. I don't drive. How many are there? Can I get on the train?
I'll bring it to you at £1 a copy. Where the boys?
I'll trade you for the ones I don't want at home. This is how little they want to see your comics.
Well, in that case, they can see this side.
Nice old four by the looks of it.
And that's you've got lots of Silver Age Thors.
Have I got a lot of Silver Age Thor?
To become an immortal.
Right, I want the boys to come back.
I'm guessing so. He's gonna get that. Carl's gonna be about an hour because he's going upstairs to get something upstairs. So you might have to have a sleep halfway.
You know, we're just gonna have to show them again when he gets
probably
back.
Stopped at base camp on the bottom. First appearance of Ulick Patrol.
And their pence copies.
Did you know that?
Yeah, actually, probably it's good to show them now before Carl sees
the
them.
first appearance of Ulick.
I'm actually looking.
The first appearance of Ulick.
Oh yeah, good point.
Ulick.
Oh, Ulick.
Yeah, that last one was the first appearance of Ulick.
I'm still looking for the first appearance of Bumlick.
Yeah, first appearance.
Bum liquor.
What? Lick, we lick. We all lick.
That's the same.
Oh, that's a great cover.
Dr.
I've never seen that cover.
Die.
These
Those are nice ones.
178. Yeah, nice.
Thing is,
This
with
is
four,
just a
I always
teaser
say he's like the
trailer.
least.
Are these all after
This is- I
Buscema
always
took
say-
over?
These are what, Bill?
Are these
not
all
the ones
after
that tend to
Buscema
be,
took over?
Oh, right.
Darren.
Hang on. You
Damien,
can put that
rather.
on, please. Can you put that on my pile? As long as you're assuming you've still got piles for us, you haven't mixed them all together.
Yeah, really, yeah. The cream's just not working.
Oh, you're bad.
God.
Dude, I hope you keep them
I bet you're
somewhat
not saying as nice as
together.
Vanna's.
No, one of the guys in the chat said 10p for these. This is not the 10p one. The 10p was
No.
These are the good ones. These cost me a lot of money, more than I wanted to spend by a long way. But I had
Well,
to.
they're nice.
Yeah.
Those ones you just showed are 20 to 30 quid comics.
That's great.
Right, but I've got 4 boxes to show
Probably.
you of that collection.
Holy crap!
They're all Marvel.
Well, that's not bad.
I think Phil might want his own pile.
Where did you have to drive for to get those?
Yeah,
That was in
yeah, for all of us.
Where did you have to get them from?
That was in Bolton. Oh man, I've got to tell you as
Bolton,
well.
okay.
Okay.
What happened?
While we're waiting for Kyle, here's my Bolton story, right? Which this is just nuts and horrific. I think I'm going a bit nuts and dementia because I got to Bolton, I did the deal, I put the 4 comics in my car, they're driving back home from Bolton. It's about a 2-hour drive. So I thought, I want a KFC. So I stopped at a service station. It was dark, so it was about 7 o'clock at night, and it was completely dark. So I got the computer in the car as well, my laptop, which was on the back seat. So I thought, right, I don't want to leave anything exposed while I'm in the service station, just in case. So I opened the back side door, covered up the laptop. Then I went round to the boot, opened the boot, just made sure that the comic boxes were covered up, shut the boot. Off I went towards the buildings to get a KFC. KFC was over the bridge, so I had to go over the bridge.
Leave the door open, did you?
And then when I was at KFC, there was a huge queue. So it was like 10 minutes walk, 10 minutes queue, 10 minutes to eat. So I was gone for probably 45 minutes. When I got back to the car, I was like, I could see I was walking to the car. I was like, no, they've been stolen.
You left the door open.
The side door was completely open. And I got to the car and I was like,
How you left
no,
it?
please no. Looked inside. The computer was still there. The comics were still there. Everything was still there. I had left the door completely open in a service station car park and left it for 45 minutes with about £10,000 worth of comics in the back.
Jeez.
And a laptop.
Well,
So have you shown anything yet that I missed?
Yeah, like tons. But it's okay. We can rewind.
It's okay. Mark got
it.
Mark got it before you could see it. It's all right.
But just let me finish that story off.
He's been showing.
Let me finish that story
Mark's
off.
laughing.
Go on and go with your Playboy. That story came earlier.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good. He's got it now.
That's not Playboy. That's Plabo.
Plabo.
That's Plabo, not Playboy. Plabo.
There's the crack.
Yeah, definite elbow crack.
Yeah.
Is that 1967 or 87? Does that say
87? Oh, so these
87.
were before she was even on Wheel of Fortune.
Did you buy it because you're a Wheel of Fortune fan?
Yeah. I got it for the article.
All of these are before. Are
Oh, you might need to hit it again so Phil can see.
When you say hit it again, that could take different.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. That is a delicious little booty.
Yes, it is. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Enough about Kyle, though. What about the Playboy?
So 87. So that was 37 years ago. So she must be about 60 now.
No, she's over 60.
Dude, and she still looks unbelievable.
Still looks great.
Why are you moving?
What are you touching?
Oh, she's full on bear here.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't want to risk any trouble in the middle.
Naked as a jaybird.
Yeah.
Naked as Bill when I'm not in the office.
Yeah. But he's got cameras, so he gets to see everything. You know, we've got cameras mounted on the wall, so I pose sometimes. But
here you go. Who's this?
I bet you do.
I don't know.
Hold on, give me a second.
Wilson? Is that Gan Wilson?
I know.
Yeah.
What's that name of the president got? Biden. It's Biden in his younger years.
It's Biden in his younger years. Gan Wilson.
Gan Wilson. There's a lot of that. A lot of these Playboy.
Okay, that's great. I love when Phil's here for the podcast because he loves getting involved.
So
it looks like someone spelt Graham wrong.
Before I forget, can we go back to my dementia?
Yes, please. Let's go back to your dementia by all means.
So then, yesterday,
and I even brought a comic book.
Ravens and Rainbows.
I don't even know what is
Good.
that.
Ravens
Ravens
and
and Rainbows. I've never heard of that.
So yesterday, I had another deal to go and buy in Huddersfield. So it was about, I don't know, I needed to get there for just after 5 o'clock. So I left my house just before 4 o'clock. It was still light.
You didn't end up in Bolton, did you?
No.
Not again.
Hey,
So I backed up to the garage.
much like comic books, you must smell your Playboys.
Oh, he's scratching and sniffing.
You're stupid. Keep going, Darren. Ignore Phil.
Backed up to the
ignore
garage.
Phil. Oh wait. Oh, you're Phil
Put some empty-
today. What is that? Kyle is Phil today. That's weird.
Bill
But we're
Cunt.
Phil.
Gray, I know just how you feel, Gray.
Yeah, I just fall asleep. I just switch off. I just switch off. Let you guys just.
He's
waddle
gone now. We
around
got a
and-
chance. He could be gone for 10 minutes, right? So
He's
I
gotta
backed
go
the
eat.
car to the garage. Back the car to the garage and loaded it full of empty boxes, empty long boxes. Right off I went to Aldersfield, and did the deal. Got the comics. This is the collection, right? So back in the car, absolutely exhausted. I'm too old now for this crap. So 9 long boxes. When I got back home, it was dark, so I just pulled straight into the drive, locked the car, into the house. Okay, so then went to bed, had 2 beers, which is a rarity. Went to bed.
Hey, Carrie.
This morning,
Honestly.
ding, 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 on the doorbell, ding, 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 ding. Like, what the hell's going on? So I got up out of bed this morning, opened the door. There was my neighbour, and he said,
Amazon.
"Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah." I was like in my underpants because I just got out of bed. Yeah, I'm all right. "Are you all right?" He said. I said, "Yeah, I'm all right." "Why?" "Your garage has been open all night long since yesterday at 4 o'clock. And there's loads of boxes, and some people could go and get the boxes." Jesus Christ, I've got so many comics in the garage, and it's been open since I left for Huddersfield all night round.
Oh my God.
Classic.
Right. So what I'm going to do is drive up to where is it, Doncaster,
On the off chance. Yeah.
And I'm going to hang around outside your house and just wait for you to.
Sooner or later.
It's a good
On the off
idea.
chance, it's like every other day.
Did you say Doncaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dung. What's frowning? Sounds like a bell. Dung. The old Monty Python joke.
Yeah.
Now,
Donny.
since you're all back and sitting comfortably, this is your first little
I don't
treat.
think Carl's
Kyle.
sitting comfortably. He's doing some kind of chair yoga.
Gorgeous.
Now, do you remember on my first ever show, I said, "Hey guys, do you want to have a quick tour?" And you all said, "Yeah." So I ran off and tried to do a tour, but the Wi-Fi failed.
Yeah.
You want to have a tour today?
Right.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Right, so this is hopefully going to work. Here we
Let's
go.
see what you've left open today.
Oh, you want to see this?
Let's
we
see
can point
what
out all the
left open
security
today.
problems that you've left by leaving windows open.
Right, let's see. Where are we? Up and down.
And every
So these
room
are
has-
the
Try not to
it's
burn
they're
the house
boxes
down,
for
Darren,
later,
by leaving the
4
oven on,
boxes
will
of
you?
good stuff. That's the sofa.
I like the Justice
Who's
League.
that on the
cover.
wall?
What try not to? Right.
Family.
Oh my God! There goes the webcam. Right.
Oh, well, he's screwed up already.
If you fall down the stairs,
Yeah, sorry.
we will be services.
This is
Are we watching
impossible
Blair
to.
Witch
We
Project?
are Blair Comic Project.
God knows what's happening.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a great cover.
Okay.
I think that's
I like that
Sienkiewicz.
one.
There's the
Oh my
Whizzing
god.
Chips.
Those
Oh, is
Star
that-
Wars are all
the free
Yeah,
gift?
they are great. Those are great.
They're all for Phil.
2000 AD.
Six
I'm a
snakes.
huge fan.
This is
still
my
wants to
Try
bedroom
to
that
show
I'm
us
never
the full
sleeping.
collection, whatever you do.
By the way. Oh, your Victors?
Victor?
Oh, those are great.
Are they all annuals?
Okay.
They're all annuals, aren't they?
No, those are
Let's try the
actual
toilet.
comics.
Here's the challenge. Has every room in this house got comics in?
Are you filming on your phone, but you've got your laptop with you?
Yeah.
So
He's
now we
carrying
know
his
what
your
you're
reading
Wi-Fi with him.
material.
They're sitting on the toilet.
Yep, exactly. Look.
Darren,
Oh,
you're
look,
not-
Captain Marvel.
I'm just glad
Okay.
that the Vanna White Playboy wasn't in the bathroom.
as far as we know.
I don't
Hey,
want to
that's
leave
in
the title
pristine
on my-
condition.
on my-
Oh,
On my pile, mate.
here is the staircase of a man who
Oh,
doesn't collect
that's
comics.
hilarious. The Last Supper with Superman as Christ.
Darren, if you don't collect comics, why is your staircase full of comic posters?
He loves comics.
Yes,
he just
yes.
doesn't collect
Because I don't have the comics. Oh, let's get the light sorted out. Right, where should we go? Let's go this way. So
Well,
this
we
is the
done been
hallway.
to the Louvre.
This is
them.
that's a 2000 AD collection in there for Phil.
All right, cool.
Oh, your bags?
The
Yeah.
long boxes. The long box
Look
is
at-
all
look at
Marvel.
those long boxes, dude.
That's my Marvel restock.
Holy crap.
In here,
Right, here's a question: How are your boxes numbered or something? How do you know what's in what? I can't see.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
he's
actually,
like,
yeah.
so that's the first.
Oh, yeah,
one
he-
in there,
I can
he-
see it.
yeah.
Right, there you go.
and so on. This is just some English stuff.
Origins and number ones? That must be amazing. Oh, my God. Oh, I thought that was X-Men.
1970.
2.5 pence.
That's crazy.
That's
Adventure.
1946.
Oh, Kyle's going nuts over these.
I'm
Right,
sitting
so
here
that's
getting
about
more turned on than
from-
when I was holding the Vanna White.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
That's graphic novels. Right, let's go
Wow.
into this one. So
I
this
thought
is actually
Kyle's gone a bit long looking for that Vanna
Which
White.
one of those is my pile?
those four stacks. Those two. Those
He knew
four
exactly
stacks
where
of
the
long
Vanna
boxes.
White was, Mark. He didn't have
I
any problem
know.
finding it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
Independence
He
on
knew
the shelf
exactly
there.
where it was.
Now
Yeah.
we're going to the Marvel room. This is Marvel stock
The
on
Marvel
the shop.
room? Oh, my God, dude.
Marvel shop
Just-
stock.
Just thinking about Vanna White, he's had to disappear again. You noticed that?
It's just Marvel.
Dude, I like it that you're not a collector.
Yeah,
Kyle,
yeah.
sorry, Darren. Where is Darren?
Hello, I'm listening.
What happens when you go on a date and you bring your date back to your house?
The
They
first
make a
time I go
fork
on a
out
date,
of
I'll let you know. Never happened. Never happened in 52 years. Right, now we're going to the DC room. This is DC shop stock.
He just takes them to his dungeon.
Oh my goodness.
Is that right,
Now
Darren?
then,
That is
Holy moly, that's
that is-
amazing. Look at all those Jonah hexes. Oh my gosh.
look at that
Now,
lot. Oh
this
my
stuff on
god.
the top.
Is this all
This stuff on
DC?
top. No, well, okay. So every long box is full of DC. But this
And
is
the
how I
short-
sort comics. Do you remember the Welsh collection?
Yeah.
Well, this is my first sort of the Welsh collection.
Holy
So
crap.
I just sort it alphabetically to start with. Logan's Run 1.
Iron Fist, Micronauts,
Right. So are those DC long boxes in alphabetical order?
Yep, perfect alphanumeric order and grade as well.
Wow.
Sorry. So
Why have you
within
got
the
four
box.
and-
Oh,
Sorry.
do you have a 2001 7 there? Do you have the first oh you do, don't you? That's it.
I don't know. It's level 7. I don't know.
First Machine Man.
5, 6,
Yeah, Machine Man.
7.
It was
No,
number
it
8
is.
we decided was the first machine man,
Wow,
wasn't
first
it?
Machine Man.
No, that's
That
not.
was number 8. We said that.
Oh,
earlier.
it's number 8. It's number 7.
No, it was number 8. We said earlier.
Oh, it's
it was
number 8. That's right.
It's
I'm
number
sorry.
8.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
there's no number 8.
Yeah, he's on the
No,
cover of
number 8.
number 8.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Where's the
Yeah,
other-
sorry about that. I've got my phone silenced, these numbers blocked, my notifications shut off, my phone shut off, and still these spam calls come through and shut me down.
Of course they
I
do.
thought you'd gone off to shake hands with Vanna.
I did.
Yeah. No.
I was gone for
Shake
12
hands.
seconds. I had plenty of time. Star Wars number 2,
Yeah,
the
twice.
press copy.
That's probably done it twice then.
It's not worth anything now because all the pages are sticky. Oh, those are. Oh my gosh, those are great.
I can't talk because we're holding our webcam right now.
Star Wars, nothing but Star
Yeah,
Wars.
That's nice. What number's that? That's
Rider
6.
1. With
So
the
Ghost
truck on the
Rider,
back.
apparently Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage is going to make an appearance as Ghost Rider in Deadpool 3.
Supposedly X-23 is going to be in
Yeah,
there.
I heard
Yes,
that.
she is.
I've seen
X-23,
two-thirds of it, but I
she's been
decided to
confirmed,
sort them.
actually. Yeah,
I've
been
never
confirmed.
seen it on IMDb, though.
yeah. Well, they don't always keep up.
I don't
They
know.
do
Just
for the most part, but not always.
make sure you have a hold of Grant Morrison's
So look,
X-Men 114 from 2001. Because that
I
is
got a full run
that's
of
not a
that.
rumor anymore. That's confirmed that Cassandra Nova's the bad guy.
Who is?
I've got 2-3 copies of that, Kyle.
Wait. What
I
issue is
stepped
that?
on that about 4 or 5 years ago.
What issue is
X-Men-
that?
We're on the move.
X-Men 114, the Grant Morrison series from 2001.
Yeah.
X-Men
It's
114.
Professor X's,
Yeah.
Professor X's
That's what it's called.
I
Is
sold that one a while
114
back.
It's issue 114
of the regular
I had it and
X-Men.
sold it for
of
£2, I
the
think.
second series of the later series.
Oh,
New X-Men. It's a new X-Men.
I don't know if we have that. Let me go look. See.
New X-Men 114.
I sold that for £2 a few months ago.
Well, you're a loony.
Or just
Yeah, there was
Well, you didn't
speculation
know then,
on
so
her.
it's been announced, isn't it?
There was speculation on her being that. Now it's not speculation. Now it's common knowledge. It's been announced by
I
Marvel.
think I've got 2 or 3 copies of that.
I've never even heard of her.
She's
Professor X.
she's
I've never
Charles
heard of
Xavier's
her.
twin. So,
Professor X's evil twin.
Yes.
Retconned into existence.
Well, she's been around quite a long time, actually.
So this
Well, if
is the
she's
computer room where I
first in
do a
that
lot
new
of
X-Men,
magic.
that's not that recent. Long way after he was invented, after Professor X came into being.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
30 years, isn't it? So maybe older now, but at the time,
Conan number
well, I'm getting
4.
seasick now, Darren. Can we go back to your room and Billy will just look at some comics?
Well, we're nearly
Conan
there.
number
So
4.
these little boxes, right? This is, you know what? I've got to do loads of processing. These are all comics.
Blimey.
This is the bit to process.
I think you need to stop buying comics and start processing.
It must take
That's the problem,
forever.
is I'm very good at buying, but I'm not very good at processing.
Yeah. Damien
Yeah.
said I was dating Vanna White back then as a joke. I was dating my wife back then as a joke, but
We do not have it,
I
Right,
dated
one more
one
room.
person
You,
famous in the 80s.
but it's not in the boxes yet.
Was that your kitchen?
You remember the Frank Dobson collection?
Yeah. Why are you flushing them down the loo?
He's not. He's keeping his Frank Dobson collection next to his washing machine.
That's good.
Looks like it.
You don't get
You're
reception
frozen
in
now,
there,
mate.
Darren.
They'll stay clean, Mark. He just tosses them in the wash. You know,
Well,
he puts it on gentle cycle.
Mark, you got your new book to show?
Sorry. Yes, I've got some comics to show. If you want to see them.
Great, go. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
This arrived today. I'm
He's
a big
frozen.
Dave Stevens fan. I hadn't got this one.
Oh,
Dave Stevens.
the Sheena cover, 3D cover. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a cracker, and it's a really.
I know. Phil's a Dave Stevens fan.
Yeah,
I mean, who's not?
I've got quite a lot of Dave Stevens. I just didn't have this one.
Oh, it's
I
great.
got to get my friend Harry on. He's got stacks of signed David Stevens stuff.
Oh, has he? Nice.
Yeah.
They're going up.
Dave
Going
Stevens,
loopy at the moment. Dave Stevens is going loopy currently.
Well, I've got that. I've still got that Spider-Man art he did for the animated series that he didn't sign because he thought he would be messing it up for me.
Harry's hooking me up with a Dave
got
Stevens autograph, but I do have a Brink Stevens autograph. So.
the giant, spectacular.
Oh
Archie.
wow! I don't remember that.
huge. It's huge.
It is huge. I don't remember those.
That's
I don't remember
what,
that 150 pages.
early 50s.
In full color. There you
Well,
go.
Oh,
One
that's
dollar.
$1. That's 70s.
$1.25.
And look, it doesn't even have a UPC code, does it?
Well, that's like
No,
1971.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kyle. I think it is.
71. Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen a comic that pricey back then.
Secret Origin.
Well, it's one short of it.
And Guardian. Now, our mate Kyle has taken over Uncle Sam, hasn't he? What's his name? Scott Harris.
Scott Harris King.
Scott Harris King is now has taken over Uncle Sam in public domain. I don't know what's happened to the Guardian.
I think he always has been.
Yeah,
Uncle Sam's not really a
public domain.
He has been using a superhero character.
But it's not the character Uncle Sam. It's not the comic character Uncle Sam. So they can't put all the comic stuff on it. They have to make it a new character.
Is it the character that he's using is the one
their
that
own
was
version
used by Biro in the 50s?
Yeah.
It's that Uncle Sam. DC's version of Uncle Sam was on the Freedom Fighters.
Marvel Comics presents here, which is really nice. It's got
oh, that's a beautiful one, by the way.
It's a really nice one. It's got Black Canary, and this character here is.
I think that's an Ordway cover.
DC
Destiny. This guy here, Dr. Destiny.
Definitely Ordway.
He controls people's dreams.
That's right. That's right.
Does anybody know the true origin of Uncle Sam? Where that came from?
I thought it was a recruiting poster.
Was a recruiting?
Oh, way before the recruiting poster. It was an actual person.
Does he sell roast deep fried chicken?
Close. He was a meat packer.
Yeah. He
literally was a Revolutionary War meat packer. And he's one of the first ones that got the stamp, the stamp they put on meat. That, like in the U.S., it's USDA, but they stamp on the meat that it's clear. And all his meat was stamped U.S., and his name was like Ulysses Samuels.
Okay.
So they started calling him Uncle Sam.
Superman family #1, which is quite fun.
Wow. Super Team family.
That's a beauty.
That's a hard one to find.
Yeah.
We don't even have that.
Is that the one that took over from Jimmy Olsen?
I think it did.
Yeah.
Is he with Jimmy Olsen or Lois Lane? The numbers took over.
They folded.
That's Superman family.
Started that.
No.
That's Superman. That was Super Team family. Different.
We got Captain Comet and Aquadam. You don't see Captain Comet very much these days. I know nothing about this.
Captain Comet is his first mutant superhero.
There we go.
Oh, is he a mutant? I didn't know that.
Is he not?
Yep. Darren, your feed kind of petered out.
The
That's
first
why we
mutant
went to
superhero.
Mark.
We've got a Verotic comic, which is usually a bit sexy, but I don't know. Number 11. Quite nice.
Glenn Danzig.
Yeah.
Glenn Danzig on sex.
And this is fun. This is Manhunter #1, Archie Goodwin and Walter Simonson's.
What are those reprinted from?
Oh, yeah.
This is reprinted. This is a reprint.
Detective Comics.
Yeah.
They used to be the backup story in Detective Comics, I think.
That's right.
When they relaunched it, that's the
And then they got
backup
their own,
stories to Detective
like-
Comics. They tweaked it a little bit.
Okay, so quiz time. I'm going to see who's going to do better. I suspect the two people who will do best on this, sorry, Darren, is Kyle and Gray. What are the names of the 4 characters in the middle?
We're doing our podcast.
Well, kind of looks like Power Girl, but that's Dr.
blimey.
Midnight, Jonah Hex, Star Spangled Kid, and is that
it
Power
Jonah
Girl?
Hex?
No.
It's not Anthro.
Or is that Wildcat?
One of them is Jonah
It's not
Hex.
Commandy or
One of
Is
them
it
is
Wildcat? I can't
Anthro or
tell.
something like that.
That's Dr. Midnight, back to back with Jonah Hex.
Dr. Midnight. Yes, Dr.
It's like
Midnight.
some kind of Patriot. The Patriot?
That's the Star Spangled Kid down
Yeah,
bottom.
No,
But I
not the
can't
Star-
tell.
no, that is a woman. It is not the Star Spangled Kid.
Oh, that's Stripesy or what? No, Stripesy was a dude too. That's Stargirl if it's a girl.
It looks like he's got.
No, that's not a girl. That's Star Spangled
some kind of
Kid.
Patriot.
It's Miss Liberty.
Oh, Miss
From
Liberty.
USA.
Who's next to Miss Liberty? Because it looks, I can't tell. It looks like
Next
Wildcat,
to Miss
but I can't
Liberty,
tell.
if you get this, I'll be very impressed. Who is that sort of hunky guy next to Miss Liberty?
Let me see.
You got to get a lot closer to the camera.
Yeah, please do. That is
Thundar, the
Viking
Barbarian.
Prince.
Anthro, Commandi.
Yes, it said Viking Prince.
I did.
Well done, Bill.
Viking
Viking
Prince.
Prince.
That's
is it?
Thundar, the Barbarian.
No,
Well, it's
No.
Viking Prince, but yeah.
yeah.
Who and Viking Prince, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the earliest character in Brave and the
The
Bold.
guy in the aeroplane.
Yeah.
Do you know what the guy in the aeroplane is called?
Yeah, it's Enemy Ace.
Yes, Enemy Ace.
Boom
Bill,
Buster
yeah.
or
Bill, you
Enemy
came
Ace.
out of-
Bill brought game today. Bill brought game.
a couple of free comic book day ones, a bit of fun. A biography of Stan Lee by Tom
Scully. Yeah.
I wonder what that's about. I've never heard any backstories of the biography of Stan Lee.
And
What-
Jack
what-
Kirby.
It's also, yeah. But he draws them like they're kids, and it kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, I don't like them, to be honest.
Yeah,
They're too-
All right.
I like the story, and I like his writing. I don't like his art.
Stan Lee's first published story was in what?
Marvel Mystery #1.
Nope.
What, earlier?
Nope. There isn't anything Marvel earlier than Marvel Mystery #1. Captain America #3. It was a text story when he was 17.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Is a Valiant relaunch comic
4001 of what?
of 4001 AD. So
I've
you know
never heard
Valiant
of that.
relaunched themselves.
All right, Mark, tell them who the first Valiant comics were.
Who the first Valiant comics were?
Valiant
They were-
Comics. Who were the first characters in Valiant Comics?
Oh, well, so hang on a minute. We had a load of guys. Harbinger, Magnus Robot
Nope.
Fighter.
Nope. You're not thinking far enough back.
Magnus, Dr.
No.
Solar.
Dr.
Nope, you're not
Solar.
thinking far enough back.
What?
Turok.
Is the
Just
Come on,
Turok.
Mark.
so
We just talked
clever?
about this the other day. I showed you some of them.
You're going to have to tell me, Carl.
It was a Nintendo. Valiant started as a Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Super Mario, Zelda, and the WWE.
That's
and the
right.
WWF. That was
And then I
Valiant's
just
first
told
comic.
these is
The
copy-
shooter wanted to come out swinging.
This is one of my. I just sold this because it was a duplicate.
Oh, it's gorgeous though. Is that a Wrightson cover?
No, that is
It's
John
Richard
Bolton.
Corbin
That is John Bolton.
or
John
Bolton.
Bolton. Oh wow. And where
John
did you
Bolton.
just go, Darren? Where were you just in? Bolton?
Yes. So you want
Darren
Wow.
didn't catch on.
I've got that 10-issue series. I still need the annual.
absolutely
Bolton.
fantastic. This is a great series.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is John Bolton, one of the great comic artists. And
The
his
city was
Corbin is
named after
all
his
over that
great grandfather.
little grandmother with a head on the mantelpiece. And when you open it up, the quality of the paper and the artwork is phenomenal. Pacific
that's-
were fantastic. I mean, look at this. And we got the first story here, Holly's Hobby. Holly's Hobby, yeah. So this old lady here, she chops the head.
Hey, Dale's here. First appearance in a long time.
Yeah.
Say hi
Richard
to
Corbin.
Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale. Richard
and-
Corbin's in about every issue of that.
Really good. And she chops the heads off
Some
people
horror
so she
comics
can
in the
chat to
80s
them.
that are
And the policeman is interviewing her, asking about why she chops the heads off. And she tells him because she wants
There
company.
you go.
And
Darren's,
the last shot, of course,
Darren's
is the
waving. That's what he
policeman's
does.
head has been added to the ones on the mantelpiece.
Oh.
That's pretty
So-
sick, actually.
So when she says Granny wants to give head, it's not a gummer. It's to
No.
like decapitate you.
Well, that's probably how she drags them in, isn't it?
Of
Anyway,
course, Kyle had to go there.
yeah.
Granny
so-
Gummer.
Love that comic.
Yeah, that series is incredible. That whole Pacific comic. There wasn't a bad Pacific comic put out. A
No,
lot of
not
them were
one.
reprints, but
Right.
Pacific was unbelievable. They were trying to recapture EC.
Did
and
they
did,
do
but
a
they couldn't stay
series-
afloat. Do what?
Well, Alien Encounters was very much like that too.
Alien Worlds.
Right.
They had them all.
Alien
Alien Encounters, Alien Worlds, Alien.
So Alien Encounters had the Bill Ray story, and Bill's a friend of mine, but had the Bill Ray story that became John Carpenter picked up a copy of it, and his story in there became They Live, the John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, he still gets where'd Darren go? He still gets residuals from that.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Not bad for a comic artist.
Yeah, I had a goal at one point. I mean, I brought down a Pacific with that Jeffrey Jones Ravens and Rainbows.
Yeah.
That I always wanted, if I was going to be a completionist, I'd want every Pacific book ever put out.
Yeah, well, I do collect Pacific comics, Carl. I do pick them up when I see them.
I think I've got about 60% of them still.
Well, I don't
All
think
in
it's
high
that
grade
I'm
too.
probably around
It shouldn't be that hard to get a complete set of those.
Yeah, it
No,
would be.
fuck
There's
yeah.
some real hard issues to get a hold of.
Are
But
there
my
really?
favorite book's
Okay.
in there because they did Skate Man, and I love the Skate Man.
Yeah, I have Skate Man 1.
Yeah, well,
It ain't
No one
worth
else
10
picked
though on
it up.
cover slingers.
I'm
I
glad
don't care
you
what
guys
anyone
did.
says.
that's like the worst thing Neil Adams ever did.
Not to me. To me, it's the best Neil Adams ever did. It was real. It was 1,000%. I
dog
could have been
shit.
that guy. That's why I love that book. I could have been that guy. I could never be Superman. I could never be Batman. And as corny as it was, a guy on skates and a guy riding a skateboard, I could have been him.
Okay, Bill, I think
A
you've got your
guy
next,
going
I think
around on
you've got your
skates
next,
fighting
San
crime
Diego-
is called Dead Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, Mark?
you've got your next San Diego Comic-Con subject. Is Skate Man the best Neil Adams comic of all time?
Oh my God, no! No, I'm not gonna. No, that
To
was
me, it
ruined my
was.
reputation. I've
And
written a book on the guy. How am I going to say that was? I mean, it was horrible. You
And
know who
in that
worked on
issue,
that? You know who worked on that was Arlen Schumer.
Surely Mr. T was better.
My former, yeah, that was actually a really well drawn comic. But Arlen used to be one of my best friends, and Arlen got mad at Alex and I because we put out the Neil Adams book and didn't ask him any help on it. And he worked for Neil for 6 years. Neil could not stand Arlen. Well, because Arlen's wife also worked for him, and they split up. And so it became one of those kind of things. But the last time Arlen saw him, he goes, "Hey, Neil, can I sit and talk to you?" And he goes, "Hey, Arlen, you see that chair down there?" And he goes, "That chair that's like 100 feet away?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You go sit there and I'll stay here."
Was he that loud a voice?
yeah.
Huh? Yeah, Arlen was, "Where do I go, Neil? Where do I go?" You see that chair
Well,
down there? Yeah.
And he yelled at kids at San Diego Comic-Con and was a real prick.
Arlen
So
did,
people
yeah.
didn't like him, yeah.
Not at Comic-Con, at Comic Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it went viral, and now he's not welcoming. But you know what? He's still a good guy. He still has a lot to offer, but he's got, some issues. But really good
Does he-
guy deep down inside, but he's
Does he leave his garage door open all night?
no, he's not that bad. But
It's not that bad. Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's
Hey,
bad
look,
if you
my
do that.
garage door's open. It's a good thing I'm out here.
I've done that.
I'll tell
I've
you what
done that
happened.
myself.
I'll tell you what happened. The average person going into a British motorway service station, there was probably 5 or 6 of them went, "Oh, that guy's left his door open. I wonder what's in here. Oh, it's old bloody comics. We can't be bothered."
Probably so. You're probably lucky that nobody thought comics were worth anything when
Yeah,
they
exactly.
Oh,
were.
man, I would have been heartbroken because
Oh,
I
I
just
would have
paid.
I would have been heartbroken for you.
Most people looked at it and went, "Oh, bait car. I'm not grabbing it."
Right.
They could have had the car, they could have had the computer, but just not the comics. Just leave the comic. If there was just like a pile of 4 boxes there when I got back, I would have been happy.
I now wish to know about the comics, please.
Oh
Darren.
man,
Why-
no, you
why are
don't.
they-
You really don't. They're downstairs. They're like,
I
okay, I'll
do.
tell you the story. Tell you the story.
Yeah. Was this Bolton or another one?
This is Huddersfield. This is Huddersfield. Now, this is actually something I got from a place, again, I said last week, I never go there, but I've actually been visiting there every day, is Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. And I saw on there someone was selling, do you know what? It was like, they were selling Pokemon cards or something like that, like hundreds and thousands. So I just clicked it and it said selling Pokemon cards and comics, and it like seemed really crazy cheap. So I just clicked through the photos, and one of the photos was a huge like shop presentation of comics. And I put it in the Geeky Weekly chat, didn't I? I think I did. I put the photo in the Geeky Weekly chat earlier this week, and I said these should be mine by tomorrow anyway. So it was a guy who has had 2 bricks and mortar comic shops. The costs in a bricks and mortar shop are just too much. So he told me he was paying £1,600 a month for rent. That's a lot of comics you have to sell to cover your rent.
A lot of comics to do that.
And then rates on top, electric and and he had staff to pay as well. So you've got to be talking in excess of probably £2,500 a month.
You're not going to do it.
That means you've got to sell £5,000 worth of comics at least. That's too much. And it's okay, city centre, but nevertheless. So anyway, so comics and Pokemon was basically his shop. So he just wanted to get rid because he had like a limited amount of time. The lease has already run out. The landlord wants him to vacate the property. He wants to finish in comics. He just said, you can have them, just take them. And there was about 2,000 comics. I said, how much do you want? He says, £100. I says, done, 5p each. Didn't matter what they were. I just said yes. So I just boxed them up, brought them home. And just earlier today, I had a quick look through. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, they are every independent you could possibly think of from about 1990.
There's $500 books in there.
Might be some worth.
This guy knew he was a shop. He's already cherry picked it. He's already sold off all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Have I gone very slow?
You kind of flinked a little bit, so yeah.
He's already sold good stuff off.
Yeah, you're off kilter.
Mind you, £100 for 2,000 comics. You'll flog them. You can flog them.
I don't know. He said this is Huddersfield. I kept waiting for him to do his best Jerry Butler and stand up and go, "This is Huddersfield."
Wow.
He's got to relink again. I don't think he has his phone silenced, and he keeps getting phone calls. So, yeah, I do. I want him to go, "This is Huddersfield." So where is Huddersfield in the UK?
In Yorkshire. It's where I'm from.
North.
Which is where? Middle,
right,
top?
It's north. It's
north.
Mid-north. So if you go halfway up the UK, Yorkshire's just in the northern bit.
Just follow the smell of fish.
What are you talking about? It's full of the smell of fish. There's only a little bit of it on the coast. That's Hull and Goole and Scarborough and Whitby. That's where Dracula landed, by the way, in Whitby, on the Yorkshire coast.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, this country ain't much bigger than my state, so it's kind of
This
easy
is
to put
correct.
it in perspective.
However, we do have. Is it far from Dickie's Meadow? Where the hell is Dickie's Meadow?
No idea.
I think that's a taint joke.
So,
Yorkshire's where American Werewolf in London, where they went on the moor. That was Yorkshire, wasn't it?
yes, for American context, yes. So when they go into the pub, that was it, and they all get stared
Don't
at.
go on the moor.
Yeah.
Darren.
Darren lives in Yorkshire. So he should be able to tell you where it is.
Where what is?
Darren?
Where was you, Doncaster? Was you
Where is
Doncaster? I forgot. You had us. Where are you?
I'm in a little village between a triangle of Doncaster, Scunthorpe, and Gainsborough. So
what's the little village called?
Yeah, we
I can't tell you that because Mark will be straight outside waiting for you to leave the garage door open.
Dickie's Meadow means you're in trouble. That's a new one. I haven't heard that.
Never heard of it. Never heard of that, mate. Might have been a local thing, like
That
from wherever she was from.
Saying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, if you want free comics, you've got to find your way into that triangle somewhere.
Known as the Yorkshire Triangle, where comics disappear.
If you sort of
Yorkshire Triangle, where comics disappear. Yorkshire Triangle, don't go too near, don't go too near.
I'm pretty sure you can go from John O'Groat, Scotland, all the way back to the bottom of England, turn it on its side, and you could lay it like three times between me and Bill.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
I want to test something.
Probably.
Can you all respond to this with a wave so I know how delayed I am? Oh, not so bad. Grace, look how delayed Grade is. Gray, you're like 3 seconds behind again.
Is that fast enough?
Yeah, that was fast enough. Yeah.
Is this good for your love life? Look, you want to swap those? It's a bit big.
Bill, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Bill.
I think Greg muted him.
Oh. Yeah, when he was in the back chatting, I muted him.
Yeah, okay. So, Kyle, what are we, 1,400 miles apart?
Probably
not far enough,
least.
I bet.
I mean, I'm 1,800 miles away from Phoenix, Arizona.
But aren't we almost on top of each other in
No.
Indy? No. It's to the.
Okay. I know it feels like it, Bill, when you read his poem.
San Antonio, my brain is not working. San Antonio's West Texas, right?
No, South Texas.
Well, south, but yeah, okay.
Right.
We're probably 1,400 miles apart.
Can you arrange your hookups offline, please?
We're probably 1,400 miles apart. I mean, that's that story I was telling about my wife when she broke my heart and I hitchhiked. 1,780 miles.
It's a long way to go for a hookup, isn't it,
guys? Around the UK.
Gray's dating show.
No, don't you showing it? I want to see the comics.
Darren,
good in there.
Darren, you've gone fuzzy again. Can you reload? Your camera quality has gone back to where it was about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. So, oh wow, oh my god.
You're so fuzzy we can't even see the number, and
he's coming back.
I'll have some new comics to show next week.
I did tell him don't buy a second-hand computer off Greyman.
Haha. I got. When's the March? Is it the beginning? Is it the first Sunday of April?
7th of April.
Mark.
7th of April.
7th of April. I've got
a load of comics for you.
I want a prize. Yeah, I want a prize on YouTube as well, and I gave them that address for your stackery so they can send it to me.
Yeah.
I don't. To be honest, I don't think it's anything I really wanted. I don't think it's all like. I mean, he didn't actually show what I've won, but some of it was his art, which is quite cool. So that's fine. But like he said, it was going to cost me $180 to send me this little package of comics that I won. It's ridiculous. It's just I don't know. So it feels like to me in America they just make up whatever number jumps in their head when you take the stuff to get posted. Doesn't it not seem like to you other guys? It just seems to just pluck a number out of the air, you know.
That's why I use Stackery. I mean, it does generally cost me.
Ridiculous that they charge.
Richard Duke of York. Oh, okay.
See, Lancashire is.
Well,
Lancashire and Yorkshiremen don't get on.
No.
They don't gel.
So I need to tell
Are you
you
in your murder room, Kyle?
story. So an American comes across to the UK and he goes to Lancashire, he goes to Manchester, and he goes into a church in Manchester, and there's a big red phone on the wall of the church in Manchester, and it says direct line to God, $5,000. Right, so the guy goes up to the priest and he says, "What's this?" He says, "Well, we've got a direct line to God, and if you want to talk to God, it's $5,000." So the guy goes, "Oh, it's a bit steep. I'm going to try somewhere else." So he goes to Liverpool. He goes to Liverpool Cathedral, and there's a red phone on the wall, and he goes, and it says $5,000. Speak directly to God. He goes, he talks to the bishop, and he says, Bishop of Liverpool, and says, "What's this?" He says, "Well, it's a special deal. We've got a direct line to God. It's $5,000 only." The guy goes, American goes, "Oh, it's too expensive." Anyway, he gets on a train and he goes across to Leeds. Gets off in Leeds. He goes to a church in Leeds. There's a phone on the wall, and there's a red phone. It says direct line to God, £100. And the guy goes, "Wow, they were charging £5,000 in Lancashire." And the priest says, "Yes, but you're in God's own country now. It's a local call."
God, dear.
Nobody else is laughing, so that means everybody else is frozen. Darren is in different universe.
I'm not frozen.
Bill.
I think Bill's passed out.
No, I'm at work.
Is your heart medication worn out?
Bill, I think there's a customer. There's somebody lurking.
Maybe you're just frozen on my screen.
Yeah, we have several friends of mine in the store right now. That's why I went over and started talking.
Okay, quite. QNS got it.
I think you froze on me, Bill, because all I could see was you with your head down for about 5 minutes. I think you must have frozen.
Well, I had a scare I did not want right there. So my mom called, and yet again, I have everything silenced. Everything. I have everything shut up. I should not be getting any kind of notifications. And my mom called, and it cut off.
Thank God.
So, but she's having phone issues. That's all she called about. She didn't call to say something bad happened.
Is mom in your same city?
No,
Okay.
she's miles and miles away from me. It takes an hour to get to her.
Well, that's not bad.
No.
Could be worse.
But she's in a bad way. So
What happened?
So
We
I
can
am
see you,
definitely
Darren.
worried about her.
Am I moving?
Worried.
Can you hear me?
You're just fine again, bud. I don't know what happened. I think
I think
when you moved around the house, you just
is
started
every so
grabbing your
often the
signal.
dementia kicks in.
The computer caught the dementia. That's what's going on.
All right, let's see some comics while we continue. Let's chat. Let's have some comics.
Your picture's good now as well.
Right, Kyle, this is a rerun, so apologies for the first 10.
All right,
Bill's
well, let it be.
Yeah. I love that.
Stop blowing your nose. This is the rerun. I'm not rerunning it again.
Is that the one where Jane Foster becomes immortal? I guess it is. And then she asked not to be.
I'm going rapid fire because the other guys have seen these.
Ulick. Oh, you've gone
Ulick.
Ulick.
I just gave that to Ray.
Y'all lick a dollar. What?
Ulick a Dalek.
It's a Dalek. Fantastic Four.
Oh, now you're frozen again.
Forge of the Super Scroll.
Now you're back.
I don't remember that issue.
Bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
That one's very red.
Dr. Blake can die.
That's a very red issue, that one.
Thor will live, but Dr. Blake can die.
Abomination.
He's getting up to some real good ones here. I love this shilling prices.
Wait, go back to that last one with Abomination. I didn't know he made it.
I think that lady's got the Sith.
Oh, that's not.
Here.
Is that? Oh, that is the regular. Oh, wow. I've never
Hulk's
seen
Abomination. He's got the same ears.
Oh my gosh. Emo, what's his name? Emo what?
Right, that's the one I want on my pile, Dial. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, now there.
Emil.
I have the following issue from that, but
That's gorgeous. I love
Well,
that cover. That's John Buscema, of course. That looks like John Buscema.
Oh, Mark.
Nothing else can be added. No more piles can be added to until the previous piles have been sorted out.
I agree. But that could mean several years, you know.
Until the previous piles are sorted, nothing else should be added to piles. That's what I say.
I am the law. I am gray.
you are dancing around some major issues.
Unless it's my pile and I really want it.
Beautiful. You want that one? Oh, that's gorgeous. Boy, look at that cover.
That one with the Stonehenge on, I think I showed on Cover Slingers.
You jumped over a big one again. That's the third appearance of
Hey,
Firelord.
put that one in the bill pile, the Galactus, please.
That's the third appearance of Firelord.
Third appearance?
Yeah, he keeps jumping over like the first appearance of Airwalker, the Neil Adams issues. Somebody kind of cherry picked those.
There were Thor Neil Adams issues?
Yeah, 180, 181, and 182.
I don't know why I didn't know that.
Firelord's first appearance was 225. That Galactus is 227.
Look at that gorgeous cover.
That
This
Doc
stuff is
Doom
blowing
was
me away.
186.
Oh my god!
These are nice, Darren. You haven't picked up rubbish here.
No. This isn't rubbish.
Love that one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. The reason I think the key ones might be missing. Do you see that these are got a little price sticker on that's fairly sort of current prices? The guys I bought this off had taken these to some comic conventions to sell them.
Right.
So I imagine that a lot of the keys might have sold.
Yeah, somebody's cherry picked them.
That makes perfect sense.
Oh, no,
I mean, they're not major keys. Even a Firelord's not too big of a.
I mean, but they're still nice.
But they are the pricier ones.
Those are solid.
They're minor majors.
Look
at that one.
Just start putting those on my pile. They're all Pence copies. They're all amazing adventures. Just start putting.
If that's the first appearance of the Griffin, that should be on my pile.
Ray says I'm not allowed to add 20 piles.
Yeah, unless it's mine, I said. If that's the first appearance of the Griffin, that should be on my pile because I like the Griffin.
Are you two fighting over it?
Yeah, don't need that, but that is Neil Adams.
That's the first appearance of Mark's disco suit.
Yeah, that's
the first appearance of Kill Raven.
First appearance of Kill Raven done by Neil Adams.
Oh, Kill Raven, was it?
But was that inked by Craig Russell?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not get a Kill Raven before? Recently, you showed one off recently, didn't you? The last collection you got from Wales, you had that as well, I think.
Yeah, the Welsh collection is a very similar age period to this in many places, which is great. It's exactly the period I wanted to restock.
That is a killer run. There's Jim Starlin. That's a killer run that you can get for like $1 a book.
Yeah,
$2 a book. But it's a killer run.
In the US, maybe. Over here, you won't get them for $1 a book.
You won't get them for
it's got Jim Starlin, Neil Adams, P. Craig Russell. I mean, it's great.
A very nice cover. I like these. I haven't got any of these.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, just great books, but they're nobody appreciates them.
How about this one?
That's the first appearance of a tumor. Yeah. How much is that?
It's not a tumor.
Well, those guys had it at 30 quid, but I need to grade these and price them because they're all over the place. These guys are.
Well, I have got it, but I haven't got it in high grade. Oh, Avengers. Another early Avengers. Looks reasonable. Mid-grade.
Well, I would struggle to put that in at very good. I might be tempted with a good. There's a lot of spine stuff going on there.
So we know he's holding Swordsman. Who's the guy in brown that's punching him down low?
The guy with the star on his belt.
Yep. Somebody beat him up to take his name.
Oh, it's not Power Man.
That's Power Man. Luke Cage beat him up to take the name.
Well, yeah. More like the other guy attacked him to try and not let him have his name. But yeah.
Yeah.
And he got beat.
Bill's missing all the fun.
Which he's
I am.
come across that.
Oh wow,
issue.
that's a great one.
If you're showing the ones you sent into pictures, you're going to come across that.
Is that one of the earliest?
Power Man where he takes
That
the
one of the
name.
earliest Goliaths, Kyle? That last one?
The first couple, yeah.
Triumph
He changed
of
to Goliath in like issue 30.
Wow, look at that. That's
I mean,
cool.
he's a giant man.
I do not remember ever seeing that cover.
I don't think I've ever seen that cover either.
In fact,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
weird,
right?
I
I didn't see pictures of it, but I'm calling dibs. If you come across a 53, I do want that. I didn't see pictures of it earlier, but
Really nice, Darren.
53
You've got a
is
good pick
very
up there. I don't know
neat
how
and
much you
great.
paid for these.
This is a 153. Does that count? I'm kidding.
Look at that for a cover.
Isn't that a great cover? That's
A lot going on there.
what a
Who's-
melee.
Who's the artist?
John
John
Buscema.
Buscema. Oh, sort of a key issue. Why? Who cameos
you
for the
told
first
us
time
this
on the
thing.
last page?
Did you tell us the same story of last week on that?
Who? Kal-El, tell us.
Dane Whitman, the Black Knight.
Yep.
That's the first appearance
The
of Dane
new, the
Whitman.
new Black Knight.
47 is the first appearance of Dane Whitman, and then he becomes the new Black Knight in 48. There's a big one.
That's the big one. That's the first appearance of Manape.
Yep.
Wait. Bring that back. First appearance of who?
Man,
Mayonnaise.
He's
Oh,
got another name. He
my
was one of the
favorite
guys-
actor in the Black Panther movie.
Yeah,
That
he's-
dude
Yeah,
was
that
amazing
guy's
in
great. That is a wonderful. Yeah. Oh, that's
Love
great.
that cover.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that cover too.
It's great.
That's going in cover slingers this week.
That's gorgeous.
I've got a really poor copy
Oh.
of a cover with a living laser on it. I wouldn't mind an upgrade of that one.
Sons of
What
the
was
Serpent.
significant about that gorgeous one we were talking about before that? What was significant about the one before that?
Oh, I don't know.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Somebody
it's the end
different
of-
becomes Goliath.
Yes.
That's Clint Barton. That's Hawkeye as Goliath.
Or Hawkeye.
Right.
Archon. Great Man Ape cover.
Who plays Archon? Who stars as Archon in a film?
Nathan Fillion.
What?
Nathan Fillion.
No,
Archon.
That's his first appearance of Red Wolf.
I'm talking about inside the comic world.
Lawrence
Oh, it's
Olivier.
I'm talking about
Simon,
Comic
it's
World.
Simon Williams,
Olivier.
Wonder Man. But that
Yeah,
was
Simon
see,
Williams
that's-
plays
did you
Archon
get
in a
you?
movie version.
There
of
was
him
Neil
in the-
Adams.
in
Did
the-
you get my reference on that?
Marvel
Hold on
world.
for a second, Darren. Did you get my reference on that? There's
Well,
an
this one-
Archon movie poster that was cut out of Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
where
that's
Nathan
right.
Fillion was playing Simon Williams as Wonder Man playing Archon.
Oh, I
So-
love that one.
Oh wow!
That's one
Is
of
that
the
the one?
earliest.
That's Neil Adams'
one of
first
the
turn on
earliest,
Avengers right
Yeah.
there.
I bet about 5 people globally got the reference.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. More Neil Adams.
That's great.
93 is a big one where they go inside a vision. Nope, jump to 99.
Oh my god.
Who did that?
Yeah.
Who did that? Who did the art on
God
that?
would destroy.
Barry Smith.
Yep, Barry Smith. Yep, 99 and 100s, Barry Smith.
And then isn't Neil around then?
Neil is 89 to 97
Okay.
or 96, 89 to 96,
96.
97.
That was my very first Avengers comic, the one with the collector.
Yeah, these are all less good to me. Once we hit,
I
this,
needed that until the other day when I got my
some of these
trade with
covers,
Ray.
Mark, are amazing.
That completed
Avengers
my
had some of the
Avengers
best
Defenders
covers of the early
crossover.
70s.
they were very good.
Yeah, look at that. Zodiac. I love that storyline.
120. That's issue 120, right?
Yep.
The Floating Heads
Yep.
by Kirby.
Is he called Cornelius von Lunt or something like that? The head of Zodiac.
What? Oh, is that 137?
Yeah.
Can you please put that in my stack? That's been a want of mine for a while. That's what
Man,
Beast
the
gets
stack's
in the
falling over.
Avengers.
I'll have to put them down there.
I want the Amazing Adventures in the Beast, and it's silly. There's nothing great about it.
Those are Steve Englehart issues, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's not many more Avengers to go. It runs out of puff in a minute.
First appearance of the Serpent Crown.
Yep. That's a big deal.
This was a good collection. Where did this cut? What was this guy, a comic seller, or was he a collector or what?
I think this
you got the first Hellcat.
There's a classic Doom cover
guy.
right there. That's my favorite Doom Kirby cover.
Have you got the first Hellcat appearance?
Because
What is the first Hellcat?
144. He went right past it.
No, I've already sorted these alphanumerically, so if we skip past something, it's not there.
Grey Gargoyle kicking their ass. Yeah, a lot of the big ones were cherry
Yeah, I can't
picked.
see the numbers anyway.
93, 100.
Oh, look at those. Those are great. Oh, my
Love
God.
that one. If that was a Pence copy, I'd be all over that, but I already got a
We're
American
at 158 at the minute.
price copy.
It soon changes, I'm sure it does, because I don't think
Get
it goes
another
above
great one.
200.
Hey, you know what's unique about that?
I got that one.
That's like the 7th appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
oh wow,
Yeah, very early. Yeah.
7th appearance. It's not exactly well beat, is it?
They were scattered out. It took them like 10 years to appear 10 times.
Yeah.
They appeared in 68 and didn't appear again for a while. Love that one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
So,
What a
Mark,
Pence
these,
copy, but,
I think
That's
these
a
were.
George Perez issue, Kyle, by the way.
Yep. What are you going to come up with 181 or 190?
179. Mark, I think these were a death in the family, and then the two brothers tried to take them to conventions to sell them.
Yeah.
And they've been to about 3 conventions, decided
Right.
that was when they wanted to get rid. So they got rid.
Next
That's it.
big one was
That's
181. But
well that's nice. I've got that. It's a
It's a
great
nice
cover.
Daredevil.
That's a great
I think that. Show that again, Darren.
Gene Colan.
No, I think that's Romita.
that's Romita. Yeah.
Oh, that is Romita. I'm sorry. You're right.
So when Stan Lee knew that he was in trouble with Ditko, right, and he wanted a replacement for Ditko, so he brought in Romita and he put him on Daredevil. So you get Romita on Daredevil for about 7 or 8 issues.
And then he goes to Spider-Man.
Ditko finally leaves Spider-Man and he moves Romita across from Daredevil to Spider-Man. So you get
Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is Gene Colan. I can say without a doubt.
Phil, all I heard you talking about is someone's colon.
Gene Colan, the artist, not someone's actual colon. Thank you, Phil. God, man, this guy. That's a good one, Phil. Oh, that's great. Gene, we're not talking about Gene's colon.
Yeah, Gene has a lot of problems with her colon.
Yes, yeah. These are so good. Oh, look at that one. That's gorgeous.
This guy has not got a good collection of Daredevil as he had of Avengers.
Death Mark.
Yeah, the Avengers was
Got some nice issues though.
Yeah.
These Daredevil ones are.
Oh, well, that's important because after that it becomes Daredevil Black Widow for a while. Or I guess not. Maybe it's later than that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Bill.
Oops. There it
There you
is.
go. Get the Black Widow. There you were, Bill. You were just slightly one comic
I
premature.
was just a little ahead of myself. Yeah. Story of my life. School bus going by behind Kyle. Those are great. Oh, that guy has appeared like 2 or 3 times in the MCU now.
Yeah, he's been in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And he was
Vanguard
also
the Screamer.
He was also in MODOK.
That was his first appearance too.
Oh, the Beetle.
Oh, there's the Beetle. That's a Spidey villain.
I always like the Beatles' old costume.
Oh,
Gladiator's cool as well.
Melvin Purvis.
Melvin.
Oh, look at that.
Matilda would not like this one.
Yeah, nice. Got that one.
That is gorgeous.
So,
Oggy Nelson,
are we
Agent
near
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
131 yet?
We're at 123 right now.
Yeah. It's either, what is it, 131 or 134? I think it's 131.
124.
When are we hitting the Frank Millers?
Miller's not till 148.
What's 131 Bullseye?
Yeah. 131's Bullseye.
I can tell you that's not there. I would have known about it if that was there.
First torpedo.
Somebody's picked all the major keys out of this.
Yeah, you know what? Even if they have, it's still such an appealing collection.
These are still pretty decent. You know, these are £5 comics. You know, you're okay. Yuri Geller.
There's a lot of them. There's no real monster keys in here. And I paid so much more than I would normally pay, but I absolutely wanted to restock.
It doesn't matter, Darren. These background ones, these filler ones, still sell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, no, because no one has them anymore.
I mean, you can't charge huge amounts for them, but they'll sell at decent money.
Man
Bull.
These are all background comics. These are all fillers.
Yeah. I've had them all, usually in pence and cent, and sold them all once already.
Yeah, sure. These will all sell.
There you go.
They had more Daredevil villains in classic Daredevil villains in She-Hulk, the series, than they did the Daredevil series. Run. Yep. Roger,
I'm surprised you didn't have 138.
If they don't sell,
crossover, that was kind of cool.
Oh, look at that one. That's a great cover.
If they don't sell, you can always leave in your car with the door open.
Yeah, and let you know when I do it.
And Gray will come by to help you close your doors after he gets the stuff. Look at that.
I'm actually missing that Hulk one from my run, but I'm not in a hurry to stack those up.
Oh, that's like
very classic,
iconic. Yeah.
That's Miller, isn't it?
I am using that on Cover Slingers.
Miller goes to 191 right there. Or not, that's Klaus Janson there. He goes to 191 and then Klaus Janson.
192 there, that one.
You haven't got many Millers in that. You've got
you have 197. That's the next big one.
End of new something new.
Iron Fist.
That's
Number
John
3,
Byrne.
Now you didn't have the picture, but it'd be great if you had 15. I'd be all over that one.
No mega keys. No mega keys in this lot.
When slays the scimitar.
Issue 6, Byrne took over that, so that's a lot of Byrne stuff.
How many issues did Iron Fist run for? Does anyone know?
15. 14 was
many,
Sabretooth. 15 was X-Men.
Well, didn't it become Power Man and Iron Fist? Didn't they join up?
Yeah, Luke Cage, Power Man, and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And then Iron Man. Iron Fist.
Might contemplate an Iron Fist run one day.
50 plus issues, Kyle.
Yeah, they crossed over in issue 48 and in issue 50. They became an actual team. And they shared this.
Wasn't that a weird? Wasn't I always thought that was a weird team up? But look at that. You know, John Carter went to like 40 issues. I didn't know that the other day.
They're both street level fighters, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There's different like backgrounds.
That's great.
Interesting, probably.
Something new after this issue.
I need to finish up my Luke Cage and Power Fist runs.
Oh, that's a good one.
I've got about 10 or 15
great.
books I need for it.
That's a Don McGregor, right? And Billy Graham.
That whole run of his on Jungle Action was just great.
More Billy Graham, Don McGregor.
This is undervalued, I think.
First Killmonger.
Yeah, people don't realize these Black Panthers in Jungle Action were pre-Black Panther 1.
Yeah. Damn right, Mark. Absolutely.
White Gorilla. And strangely enough, the White Gorilla was racist. I kid. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's beautiful.
And quite a lot of them, which I like to have because I just like to have Marvel stocked up. What's this? Great.
Great.
This is my Luke Cage.
When you go back 2 issues.
I'm pretty sure I got Luke Cage too.
Yeah, that one. So Greyman, that's coming to you free because I've got a low grade copy, which I'm giving to you free.
Oh, cool, lovely, thank you. This is what I need for my Luke Cage run, my Luke Cage and Iron Fist run. It's weird. There's a few at the front, and then there's a load in the 120s. Like, I don't see come up. Maybe they've got low print runs.
They were extremely low print runs.
Low print ones.
As
I'm pretty sure I've got 2, and I'm pretty sure I've got 125.
That's a good cover.
Good one.
Something new.
Dun dun dun.
Peace. Kazar.
Hey, bud. Dale just said
Kazar or Kazar? What do we all say, chaps?
Kazar.
Bye, Dale.
I'm coming back.
Did Dale buy anything? I want to see what Dale bought before he goes.
It's Kazar.
Of course, it's Kazar.
Number 1. Yay!
There's a fun one.
Cole. That's a good run, that Cole the Conqueror. If you can't afford a full Conan run, get a full Cole run instead. That's what I did anyway.
And I think Cole was before Conan with Edgar Rice Burroughs. I think he read Cole before.
That's how I remember it. Conan only came into existence. Because a failed Cole story was reworked into a Conan story.
There you go.
The first Conan story, I think. Something like that. With this axe I rule or something like that. I can't remember if that was the one or
by this
axe I rule. That's it.
Yep, that's it right there. Issue 16.
Great covers on them Coles.
This is 16.
Or 15, 16.
As well. It's a good little series. Nobody knows about it. It's not worth anything.
That's why she left.
No.
Us nerds know.
You got to mute Bill again, though, because he's drowning everything out.
It's got some good stories in it.
What was the key thing that you were just talking about with Cole?
I think it's just a change in name. It goes from Cole and then
the Destroyer.
Cole the Destroyer.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why it did that, but never mind, it did.
Well, that's what it was called in the books. The books
reasons.
that was based on. When Burroughs put out the books, it was Cole the Conqueror, Cole the Destroyer, and Cole the King or something.
Have you had a tentacle cover yet on Cover Slingers, Gray?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. Yeah, I think so. Can't remember now. I've actually done tentacles.
We need to have a testicle
as an actual thing. I can't remember now.
Tentacles. Have you had insects?
No. No, we don't, Kyle. Have you had a what, Darren?
Insects.
Thulsa Doom.
Yeah, bugs. Yeah, insects. Yeah, because Matilda got all squeamish about cockroaches.
Did
she
she?
marked us down if we had cockroach covers.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Look, that's a different set. Can't beat Magnet Man thing. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good cover. That's really nice cover.
I think some of these are from the first set as well.
I need to get Fear 19.
You put that on my pile, please. I haven't got that.
That Fear wasn't 19.
Are these low grade ones by any chance?
No, they're very good with some fines thrown in, I think.
What issue of Fear was that? What was that first man thing? The issue of Fear. Go back a couple issues of Fear. Is it Fear 19, 17?
We haven't shown any Fear.
The first man thing you showed was an actual adventure into Fear.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was that one.
It wasn't? Oh, I thought it was. I thought I was looking at the top. I thought it said Adventure into Fear.
No, there are a couple of adventures into Fear, I think, but not many, and I don't think there's any man things in this set, in these boxes. So the way the boxes are organized,
Deja vu here.
I just rammed everything into
Deja
boxes.
vu sitting here, looking at Darren's man thing.
Yeah.
You should be so lucky.
Well, he keeps showing us.
We've
his
done this
manhandler.
before on the show.
What? Us all watching Darren's man thing.
You can unmute Bill again.
Yeah. Oh, must I? Oh, hold on a second. You're muted, Bill.
That's so wrong.
Hold on.
Oh, I can mute him again.
You were muted, mate. You were muted because
Lunatic at the coroner.
and he wanders off talking in the background again.
It's kind of a collection that of each different title. The early issues are really exciting, and then you get a few later on, and it's not quite as exciting.
Well, the plug issues were fantastic.
Yeah.
Animal House was never like this.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny, Fraternity.
Bill, you were muted. What was Phil saying?
Oh, thank God he was saying my favorite comic, Marvel comic, is Giant Size Man thing, when it's actually Phil's favorite. But that's great.
Look, nice early 2-in-1, number 10.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I guess everybody left. You don't have to meet me now. Oh, the Golem.
Golem.
2-in-1 number 10, did you say?
Yeah.
2-in-1 number 10 can go on my pile.
Right.
I think they're going to be all expensive ones on that
Is
one.
that
now.
what number is that?
Number 12.
Number 12.
Number 12.
Little Kirby.
I did a podcast on that issue.
Next one is 50.
A while back. Oh,
I need 2-in-1 number 5. What's significant about 2-in-1 number 5?
That was Brigadoon.
Second appearance
Two what?
of Guardians
number
of the
5?
Galaxy.
I
They went 68 to 75 without appearing.
you know what? My favorite Marvel 2-in-1 issue was number 50.
Kyle,
Yeah.
do you know all the 10 first appearances of Guardians of the Galaxy? Because you have pointed out the second appearance and the 7th. So
First appearance, Marvel Superheroes 18. Second appearance, Marvel 2-in-1 number 5. Third through
Number 5, you just said.
Let's see, you got Marvel
Superheroes-
Presents. Marvel
Superheroes
Presents
18? I thought it was
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the Avengers.
One Dark
Okay.
actually first appeared in the first one.
Have you got to number 50 yet, Darren?
Oh, shoot.
I want 50.
Yeah, we've gone past. We went 48.
And that
then
was
57.
Avengers 171. Did I get him, Mark? I
Yes,
think I went past 10.
No, 50.
Oh, I wanted a 12p copy of 50.
At one point, I had all of them. That's kind of big.
So
there you go. That is the first cocoon of she.
She.
Oh,
And it's the first full. And it's
Oh.
So, do you
like
know why
Starhawk
number
coming
50
into
is
being.
important?
Which one?
Number 50?
Why?
It was Thing versus Thing.
No, why?
Yeah.
It was the original Thing,
All right.
Lumpy Thing, and Thing went back in time, and he had to fight himself, and then he realized that he changed the whole
Yeah. Hey,
universe.
Bill,
Yeah,
how did he go back in time?
it was the Doom's machine, wasn't it?
From issue number 5. He actually went back and fought him
Right.
around issue number 5.
Right.
using
Right.
the time machine.
Right.
That's
Were you-
the second appearance of Scott Lang as second series appearance. I mean, he was in Marvel Premiere 48, 49,
Yeah, and 50.
and Avengers. He appeared in Avengers. But
Oh,
that
that's
was
right.
the second
Oh, look at
character
that.
appearance.
That's
No,
gorgeous.
new
I
title.
love that cover.
The Yellow Claw.
Who was really Fu Manchu the whole time,
Yeah.
but
Whose son is who?
What number is that?
Shang-Chi.
Sorry? 7.
number 7.
Can you put that on my pile, please?
Oh, that is a really good one, Mark. That's a good get.
Number
Oh,
10.
that's beautiful. Now, if you get to the first Moon Knight, we're all going to fight over it.
No,
There were 3 of them in there, but
What?
they were the 3 that were missing when the guy came in the door of the car I left open.
Ah, you're stupid.
I love
believed you
Moon
for
Knight,
half a
but I
second.
just those early appearances are awful.
Well,
I
you
didn't
know,
really
his
enjoy
best,
it till his
you know,
Defenders.
one of his best earliest appearances is when he joined the Defenders,
Yep.
and Keith Giffen was totally riffing on Kirby art. Remember
Yep.
those? The splash pages?
I have those. Yeah.
The stuff in the Defenders is great, and then this
Keith
thing
Giffen, God rest his soul, it just died recently of a heart attack.
who did?
Keith Giffen.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
it was really
Giffen.
sad because he was, you know, he revamped he created Ambush Bug, really made the Legion of Superheroes one of the best comics that DC was putting out at the time.
JM's going to be heartbroken next
And it's-
week because
Yeah.
this is our first time talking to him since he died.
Oh, we're gonna have a good talk with him.
But
I'm looking forward to seeing him. Maybe he
Phil-
can tell us what he's working on now that the strike is over.
yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz's Moon Knight in the back of those Hulk series.
You know,
that was so
there's a
good.
very good chance I could get Bill on the show.
You want more?
Why
Always.
not?
Yes.
Why not?
I
Mark
want all those
Mark
Moon
wants
Knight
to find
backup
some more
stories in the Hulk
great
magazine.
stuff, and I do too.
We're back to the start of the alphabet.
There's
'cause
my
each
Werewolf
box
by
is
Night
just-
list, Darren.
Say again.
That's
Great.
my Werewolf by Night
Werewolf
list.
by Night. Right. Okay. Some of those might have been in there, you know.
Might have been.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
Oh,
I love
no,
that.
it's
I
the
love
best
that. I
actually.
own that. I own a really nice copy of that.
We're
Oh,
going to
that's
have
beautiful.
a box full of minor Spider-Man rubbish.
Yeah, but
Spider-Man
that's
rubbish.
actually
I'm
that's
debating
actually
on
a
wanting that.
pretty
Just-
big
Next
issue.
110. 110. First Morbius. Here it comes.
102 is the first Morbius.
Yeah, 102 is.
Oh yeah.
Or
Well, it wasn't this
101,
one anyway.
102. But- hey, that
118.
last one you pulled, that last Spider-Man, would you put that on my stack for my grandson? I'll just trade off
109.
for that.
So
just a
Morbius,
cool issue. My
Morbius
grandson
just
will
dropped
like
on
that.
the Disney Channel or Disney Plus, and I was underwhelmed.
Love that one.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't great. I mean, with Jared Leto,
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
look at that.
there's none of those in this box.
he was waiting with that one.
Well, there might be.
Yeah, you probably have some of
You
those.
might be all right.
There's not a lot of Spidey. Let's see what it goes up to.
I keep wondering why 3 or 4 comments just keep appearing, and it's because Gray's just putting his list.
It goes up to number 250, Gray, and I think your list started at like 251 or something.
Yeah.
There's not. I love buying Amazing Spider-Man, but this collection was very sorely missing Spidey.
That would have been a major one. I mean, it's the issue after she first appeared, but that movie apparently is just fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've not even bothered going, and I normally rush straight to the cinema.
This gets so close. I need 230 and 231, but I know, or 229 and 230, but I know they're not in there.
Sony have got no clue how to make friggin' superhero films.
Hang on a minute. One of my favorite superhero movies was the last year was Across the Spider-Verse, which was a Sony.
I stand corrected. That was superb, and so was the sequel.
Yes.
That made my grandson so mad when it just ended, and he's like, I got to wait a year for the rest of that.
Yeah, it's not quite a year. I think it comes out fairly shortly.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, I have a great story to tell you about that. So, that's great. So my story, Mark, you'll love this. So my friend Dave, who he's a big art buyer and flipper, and he makes a lot of money at it. So he and I, that's great. So he and I got to go back and look at all the stuff he was going to buy from Bill Sienkiewicz at Comic-Con last year. And they go, this is the best thing Bill's ever done. The guy said that. And we were all
just bought that one.
Bill's done.
I just bought that one, Darren. That was $250. I bought that one recently.
Carry on, Bill.
So he pulls out the original cover or the original poster illustration that Bill did for the second Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
And he says, we want $100,000 for this. Well,
yeah,
it's worth $100,000. Well, it has so many crossovers. It's got all the Spider-Man. I mean, it really is.
My pile.
So Dave,
who's that? Gray, you won that?
Gray does.
Conan.
Yeah, Gray pile.
You won't pay for that.
So Mark, then my friend Dave Bowie says, Dave goes, how about 80,000, but I get terms to pay it off in a year. They wouldn't do that, and he was so disappointed because I talked him into it. I go, you need this, and he was so
they wouldn't accept 80,000 paid off in the 12 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's an eye surgeon. He was Alex Grand, my writing partner. He was his eye surgeon mentor. Alex is also an eye surgeon.
That is crazy.
Isn't that nuts? And they wouldn't go for it. And they still haven't sold it, so I'm sure they're kicking themselves now. But it's not Bill, it's his agents. But it's just so weird. But I got to see it, and I got to see all this original. It was beautiful. And I helped Dave pick out several. He
skipping there, Darren?
He also skipped all the Conan.
Right. Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
Darren, can I just interrupt? Because Paolo is here, and I bought a comic based on Paolo's recommendations.
Was it a good one? Yeah, please do.
So a couple of weeks ago, Paolo came on, and he recommended an artist called George Bess doing Frankenstein. So I'm a big fan of Frankenstein.
Played midfield for Man United.
That's Frankenstein. Sorry.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Right. I actually went out.
I'm sorry.
Bill reminds me of that. Bill reminds me of young Frankenstein because he's got an abnormal brain.
Yes, abnormal. Right. So
I do kind of look like Gene Wilder in that movie too.
So Paolo came on and he recommended this book, which is fabulous. And it is
what the hell?
Frankenstein. by George Bess.
That's gorgeous.
Where
did that come from?
Stunning. And
oh my God,
is magnificent.
Oh my God, that's so Mary Shelley.
It's very Mary Shelley.
Very Shelley. Very Mary
Shelley Melly.
And, right? A very Mary Shelley to you.
This is quite new. This is quite a new book. So the artwork, it's all black and white, of course.
Oh my God, it's spectacular. I've never heard of George Bess.
George Bess.
Oh my God.
This
almost
very much your recommendation. I did buy this on your recommendation. Absolutely love it. I mean, look at this.
Thank you, Paolo.
I love this sort of minimalistic artwork here from George Bess.
It's so good.
Absolutely stunning. The full Frankenstein story in a high grade
look at that
publication.
That is
I struck Paolo. You'll start. Now, it sits alongside, it has to compete, I have to say, with my Bernie Wrightson.
Wrightson. I knew that's where you were going.
I have to say it does compete with my Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein, with an introduction by Stephen King.
So is that cover features the artwork that went for $2 million not too long ago?
I think it does.
Yes.
And look at
how wonderful that is.
I mean, it's just incredible. And again,
oh my God, Paolo just said that Bess also did Dracula too.
I know. I'm going to have to seek that out as well now.
Oh my God, Paolo, thank you. I love Paolo. Paolo's like one of our best commenters.
I mean,
oh my God.
This.
Oh my,
this
like
Mary Shelley.
It's Mary Shelley walking.
By Wrightson. I mean, you know, this is a true artist. Don't talk to me about comic artists not being artists. I mean, just look at this stuff here by Bernie Wrightson in this. And if you said to me, you have to pick between Bernie Wrightson and George Bess, I just can't. They are both fantastic.
Well, they both have their own styles, but I'll be damned if George Bess doesn't. You can tell he appreciates Wrightson in his art.
Yeah, sure.
You can tell. You can.
But it is a different style. It is different.
Yes,
but
yes.
But
it's also got a little bit of similarity in there, in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both black and white too, which that's very rare.
I mean, so here we got I recommend both of these to anybody who's watching.
That loves
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Which will cost you a lot more than this one. This one is new. This one's about 30 quid. You can pick this up from £30. The Bernie Wrightson one is rare. You'll be lucky to pick this up for £100 or less.
And you'd be even luckier to get an autographed one.
You'll be even lucky to get if you get an autographed one, you're probably 500 quid. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that while Paolo was on, because he's responsible for me spending that money on the.
Thanks, Paolo.
And it was by George Bess, but nobody knows that the lettering was by Dennis Law and Jackie Charlton.
Yeah, there you go. And they all played for Manchester United during the 1970s.
Yeah.
You want more comics?
I'm surprised he was able to do that art while he was dying of blinking cirrhosis of the liver, though.
Yeah,
Manchester United, I'm all about it.
Dude, you guys are horrible.
Especially since it was published after his death.
Yeah.
So great.
You're not allowed to say them words on my stream, Kyle.
I bunched over a jump. Sorry, guys. I jumped over the Conan because all the guys normally go on board when we see Conan.
Who says that?
Oh, these other guys at the edge.
Just make sure you dig out my numbers.
Okay, I want to tell you guys something really
just
weird.
Dig out my numbers from the Conan.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Price.
Okay, so we have this customer come in that had never been in the store before the other day, And he says that one uncle was a comic artist, one uncle was a comic collector. The guy owns two copies of Action #1. And I totally, this guy's not bullshitting. I totally smell bullshit a mile away. He owns 2 Detective 27s. He owns one of the highest copies of All-Star 3. He owns all this stuff. And then he mentions after he tells me he has all this great stuff and it's in a comic storage unit in California. Then he mentions that his uncle was Alfredo Alcala, who was probably the best inker on Conan ever. And he inked Buscema stuff on Savage Tale. And he goes, yeah, I would spend the night at my uncle's place and I'd wake up and go watch him inking Buscema for Savage Tales of Conan. Is that not crazy? And right here in San Antonio.
That is great. What
Isn't that great? Yeah. You know what? I find all these weird stories running the store. You know, you guys know me well enough.
I believe you. I believe that, Bill. And the thing is, this guy is probably an investment broker or something like that, and he's got you know, a huge investment potential, and he's just got invested in his family history.
Right, and so what he commented on was, well, the comics that he brought up from his uncle's collection were easily, and this is in like a 2-minute period that he talked about it. He easily told me about maybe $50 million worth of comics.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not even a joke because he thinks he has one of the highest on the scale of both Action 1 and Detectives 27, which those are grails. I'm sorry. The only thing that's gone for more than those is Amazing Fantasy 15, which still blows me away because, yes, Spider-Man is probably the all-time greatest hero money-wise. But to think that he taught that
Action 1 should be worth more.
It should. It should always.
It's much, much rarer.
Absolutely.
And it's the first superhero comic. So Action 1.
Absolutely.
I think there needs to be a new. I think there needs to be a new word for those. They're not grails because they're completely unachievable to like 99.9% of collectors. They're more than grails, really, aren't they? They're like
hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You know, a grey man. So a grail. Do you think more than 99? So less than 99. You grails are quite common, then, are they?
They should be.
He doesn't think that. Those are the grails. I mean, that's a definition.
99% people I know will never own.
Somebody break into this thing and find your grail.
There was one grail.
Yeah, I know, but people use the term grail to mean like bloody well stuff that you could get for £100. They still call that a grail. You know what I mean? They kind of cheapened the meaning of the phrase.
That's misusing the word.
But that's what that's the usage that is that people use it in the comic community. You know what I mean? If you want to use the word grail in its, you know, more traditional kind of meaning, it should be the massive books that know exactly. Grail is just an abused term, but people will talk about what comic book they want at the moment as being their grail. You know what I mean?
You ought to cut a snippet of Tim Curry's thing and find your grail. Find your grail. Oh.
That's only a bloody phrase I've learned from YouTube anyway. I never called things grails, like they're just comic books. You know what I mean? I only started doing videos on YouTube in 2018. I never knew about keys. I never knew about variant covers. I didn't know fucking, you know, newsstand, bloody well directed, whatever. Just didn't fucking have any of that vocabulary. You know what I mean? It's just comic books that I collected. You know?
Well, you're a reader. You're a reader. You buy comics.
because I was collecting in my own bubble as well. I never had any mates into comic books. I didn't sit around talking about comic books to like, or, you know. And when it comes to like family, whatever. I just read them myself. No one else would do it. A couple of times, my cousins and my brothers would read them after I read them, like because if they were bored, but they wouldn't have long conversations about, oh, this is my favorite artist or anything like that. So just
hey, Graham, you know what my top 5 grails upstairs is? Skate Man #1.
Is it somebody naked?
Okay, Kyle.
Who?
Okay, so you have fallen into the trap. You can't have a top 5 grails. There is only one.
Oh,
grail.
Gil Kane cover. Gil Kane cover.
We're back on the production line.
Dun, dun, dun.
You guys do the talking. I'll do the showing.
That's nice. I like that. That's 12.
So let's start our own vocabulary then. See, we've decided that grail is no longer an appropriate phrase to use for just every common or garden comic book that you fancy getting. Then we'll have to read.
Come on,
we'll have to
New
rejig
Mutants
the vocabulary
98
of the.
I bought this bottle on Saturday, and I've had one drink out of it, and but I don't like bourbon, so it's okay. I prefer beer. But look how much is left because these guys come in.
Must have been a big drink, Bill.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Jim Beam.
That must have been a big drink you had there, Bill.
So, Bill,
To use all that much up.
I saw Phil earlier with a glass of stuff that looked very much like bourbon.
Yes, he had several today, and that's okay. Well, I mean, hey, it's his fucking store. He can do anything he wants. But I get it because we're considered a speakeasy store, and this bottle's like $22. It's not that expensive, but we've never gone through one that quickly. But Erica, the girl who came in, a friend of mine, they both had like 2 or 3 shots together. So,
Bill, if I come into your store, do I get free shot of bourbon?
Yes. That's our whole shtick. Is we're a speakeasy comic store.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I don't offer it to everybody, but they could ask for it, and I'd give it to them.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bill,
Is that
who
actually
did
legal in
the
your state?
song "One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer"?
George Thorogood, your buddy.
George Thorogood.
I know who
yeah.
covered it. Yeah. I know George covered it. He didn't do it originally, though. That wasn't the original George Thorogood, was it? That was like a...
I'm off to country
cover.
this weekend with my daughters.
Sure.
Where are you going, Mark?
So we have a big country music thing in the UK where all the American country music stars come across to the UK. It's called Country to Country. And we've got I'm going to see Old Dominion on Sunday.
Wow, that'll be great.
Yeah, I love Old Dominion. And
That's kind of a key.
I raise my glass to you, Mark.
That's kind of a key right there.
That is. So what I was going to
Sounds
say.
terrible,
That's
Mark.
the first appearance
Sounds
of Barbara
absolutely terrible,
Norris.
mate.
Oh yeah. So what I was
That's
going to
technically
say
the first appearance of Valkyrie.
Mark.
Tang.
Okay, Mark, have you heard about the big? Oh, that's crazy. I hadn't seen that one in a long time. So the big thing in the U.S. right now is that Beyonce decided to do a country album.
My pile.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It just dropped. And so what's funny is John Schneider, who used to be one of the Dukes of Hazzards, came out, and he's a dick now, by the way. He's a pro-Trumper. He's just a total asshole. And so, that's beautiful. So he comes out and he says, her doing country is
My
like
pile, please.
like
Wait,
a dog.
that's an American cut. Nah, don't worry
It's like
about
a
it.
dog urinating on a tree. and then people pointed out that you played a country guy on TV in Dukes of Hazzard, yet you're from New York and Beyonce is from Texas. So Beyonce has a right to do a country fucking
give her a
album.
go. Yeah, give her a chance. Let's see the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Let's see what she delivers.
She's fantastic. It's great. It's great
That
stuff.
phrase doesn't even make any sense.
Heart.
How does that
Missed
phrase
it by
make
one.
sense?
You missed it by one. Of course, you do have 180 in the stack upstairs with your name on it. So,
oh, that's good. Oh, look at that. The Shadow Boxer, the Living Shadow, which was a
birds are going
ripoff
nuts behind me.
Rip-off of Shadow Thief. from DC.
Damn, I wish some of these were Pence copies.
Darren, what you've got here is quite clearly.
Oh, that's the son of the Gremlin.
It's quite clearly filler copies. All the keys have gone.
Yeah,
but you've actually got really good.
Oh, I own that one. That was a great one, by the way.
They're all great copies.
Cheers. Do you have a glass to raise, Mark?
Hey, hold that one up. Somebody impressed the shit out of me.
Cheers.
Where
buddy.
did the Shaper of the Worlds next appear after this issue?
No idea. Never heard of them.
I guarantee you've seen him, and I'm going to give you a clue.
Is he
the
a
next
Skrull?
superhero he fought was Batman.
What?
Oh, in the Hulk versus Hulk versus.
Well, hang on a minute. Hulk is Marvel. Batman is DC.
It was a
Yeah.
crossover. Batman versus Hulk.
The Batman versus Hulk Treasury, where Hulk fights
I think you're
Joker,
right.
and the Joker and Batman fights the Shaper of the Worlds.
I think you're right.
Do that list again, Gray, because we're at 205.
Kyle, you knowledge always
You need
amazing.
205.
Did you look it up?
No,
And
I'm with
208.
you.
He believes you. I mean, you never steer us wrong.
Yep. Shaper of the Worlds. From that
I
issue,
doubt I can afford
it
one in one go
references-
anyway, but
Oh, that's
in the little boxes down at the bottom, it references his last appearance, and in the Treasury edition with Batman, it
Darren.
says
Go
last
back to that
Man,
last
the
issue.
colorful.
John
Kyle,
Byrne. It says
when
last
I
scene in Incredible.
when I eventually get out to
Okay.
see
So, do you guys know why this issue is important? Because
got
the
the
Absorbing
Absorbing
Man
Man,
winds up being his father in the first Hulk movie, played by Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
So that's a very important issue. It's never really gone up that much, but it's important.
I love that book.
I do
love,
too.
Love it.
I do too.
Those two annuals,
That's
that annual 7 and 8. If I didn't have them, I'd want all over them. But
King Conan.
There's a bunch of King Conans I'm going to skip.
Oh goodness, Conan.
yeah, the King Conans are
not
good,
too
but they're
many.
just good.
Yeah, I know. I've got all these. They're just boring.
Early team ups.
That's okay. Oh, I quite like that one. I haven't got that one. Could you put that on my pile, please? I
my
collect team.
God.
Isn't that a
I
great
love that
cover?
old costume.
Oh, I haven't got that one either.
Very
That-
early brother.
Oh
Voodoo.
my God! Put
That
that on
is
Mark's
great.
pile.
That's Mark. There you go.
The
I don't know.
Mark.
I'm just still needing a 53. There's a
That's a Jim
54.
Starlin cover.
Not a 53. I need a 53, even though that 54 is Burn X-Men appearing that too. But
Can't,
Oh, Gil Kane.
what, Mark?
Gil Kane swiping from Joe Kubert. Gil Kane again.
Normally, Mark, you can read. I've bought so many collections over the years.
Yeah.
You can read a collection.
yeah.
And I'm not. I don't know. It's really hard to read this one. It is one of two collections. It's either a guy who had everything and the Sons have sold all the really pricey issues,
Yeah.
or it's a guy who collected or attempted to collect everything. But back then, people often struggled to get every single issue of every single run. So you end up with.
Can you guys see that red bird over my shoulder?
I think it's the first. I think it's the first, Darren, because you're just missing those key issues. So it's still great. I mean, I think
there's
you
one
made
of them.
great. I mean, all of these are all great. I mean, all the stuff you've shown. You know, you're not showing dollar bill comics. These are all great comics, but they're not. You know, they're not the 50 to 60 to 100 quid comics.
I just have never come across ever a collection which has held all the keys.
No.
And I'll tell you why. If this guy was buying them straight off the newsstand, then of course you would expect him to have all the keys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if this guy had in any way backfilled these, then there's a chance that a lot of those keys had already increased a little bit, just enough to put him off. And I do find a lot of collections like that, but it's very difficult to read this particular collection.
Yeah. There's some really nice comics
Wait,
in
wait,
here.
what
So-
issue is that?
54. What did you need?
54,
53.
okay.
Yeah, 53 missing.
Great cover.
I mean, these are really nice, guys. I mean, this is a good purchase.
Oh,
okay.
look at that. Who did the art on that? That's amazing. Oh, the Tatterdemalion.
Is that
I really like that.
oh god damn it.
I really
Alan
like that
Weiss.
character as well. He's cool.
That's Alan
yeah.
that's Alan Weiss.
Alan Weiss. Yeah. By himself?
More than likely not.
Look at that.
Though the inks were too hard to be Craig Russell, but that was Alan Weiss. I thought Mike Nasser at first, but it wasn't. That's
I don't know if I've heard that name, Alan Weiss. Did he do a lot?
Oh,
yeah, he did a lot of covers back then.
And he also did a lot of inking.
He was one of the Detroit contingent with Starlin and Orzakowski and them.
Mark, I'm going to do one more of these. So cheers.
That's a really good cover, that Tatterdemalion
Yeah,
one.
we better get the rest of that bottle because
No, I'm gonna leave one little bitty shot for
okay, your boss has
First
taken.
appearance,
Yeah.
Razorfist.
I thought, is that whiskey he's drinking? And I was
Mhm.
right.
Carl nearly
That's actually
choked.
worth a little bit of money. That's actually worth a little bit of money. First appearance of Razorfist there.
Man, I hate
Or was
bourbon.
that his first
Because he was in the movie and he's coming back.
You know that Welsh
I haven't seen the
collection?
movie yet.
That Welsh collection was just like, and that was the original buyer who bought off newsstand, and there were no gaps.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was,
So that was
amazing.
like so easy to read. He did get a few back issues, and
Yeah.
so when he got back issues, you could clearly see it because there were gaps. It was fragmented.
Right,
And
right,
also,
right.
they were lower grade.
That's
These ones,
amazing.
they. I tell you why. I'm not 100% sure about this. I'm not showing you, obviously. Let me see if I can find one. I'll show you when I get one. It's poison. What? Okay, I've given you enough clues. What is it that I'm not showing you? English guys only will get this, if at all.
What,
What is
did
it?
you have special Marvel edition 15,
No.
16, 17 or something? Or 15 and 16?
Not delivery names on the cover.
There's something on the
Like
back
door
here
number on the cover or something.
of a few issues, which gives away something about the collection.
The news
I'll show you
agent
what I found.
notifications or addresses.
It's not like the name of the door number for
I
delivery.
don't know what it's on about. I want to find out now.
I've seen a few. I'm sure another one will pop up in a minute. In fact, it was on the older ones. It was on the Avengers ones.
Well, it's on the backing board or it's on the comic
Yeah, on the
itself.
board
Whoa,
itself.
whoa, there's a money book. Somebody hasn't
No,
picked that one
I'm-
out.
I
That is a money book. Okay, Miss Marvel #1 is a pence version. Oh, it got 50 quid on the cover. It's not 50 quid, but it's very nice.
These
Where
are the
did she
prices
first
that
appear?
the brothers put on.
Where did Carol Danvers first appear?
In Ms. Marvel
No.
or
Oh,
Captain
so it's
Marvel.
Captain Marvel,
No.
isn't it? Is it
Captain Marvel about
Yeah, she's in
No.
Captain Marvel. I've got Captain
Oh,
Marvel
Avengers.
with Carol Danvers in it.
Where did Captain Marvel first appear?
Captain
Oh.
Marvel.
And
Marvel
Marvel
#1.
Superheroes.
Was it Hulk?
Marvel Superheroes. What issue?
Marvel superheroes.
13. Wait,
12.
12.
He appeared in 12. She appeared for the first time in 13.
That's what I was saying. I said 13. I wasn't talking about his. I was talking about
Yeah.
her. But yeah.
13 of what?
That's where Carol Danvers first
Miss
appeared.
Marvel, Darren, are actually pretty.
Yeah, what was the issue called?
Marvel Superheroes 13. Where
What comic
Danvers
was
first appeared. Huh?
Marvel Superheroes 13. I've never heard of it.
13.
It was a uh-oh.
Yeah. 12 through
1,
12 through
Yeah,
two,
Marvel
back
three.
Superheroes.
Oh yeah.
There's the
Oh,
first
right.
appearance
So that
of
is-
Mystique.
First Mystique.
Yeah.
And a
Hey,
press
put
copy.
that in my pile, please.
Oh my God, Bill, that's going to cost you another house.
I know.
Marvel superheroes 12 through
I'm so
18
glad I
weren't
saved.
reprint, or 12 through 20 weren't reprints. So
Oh, right.
Are they even worth much, First Mystique?
Okay.
Because I've
That
never-
cover.
This is the Captain Marvel abuse cover.
yeah,
So,
and it's
look at
it's
Carol
like the
Danvers'
first
It's
full
really-
appearance of Mystique.
It's almost a bondage cover, but
You've
yeah,
got
it's a view.
bondage going on. And look at Carol Danvers' face. What does she look as if she's doing?
Well, but it's Ronan the Accuser that's been beating the shit out of her. He's trying
Yeah,
to save
well,
her.
exactly. So this
She looks
is
like she's eating some of my cooking.
Right.
It looks like an
Come
Alf
on.
seal. She looks like an Alf seal getting it.
oh, that's nice as well.
That's
That
beautiful.
all three of them issues are Mystique keys.
That almost looks like Kirby, but it's not. But it almost does. Oh my.
Oh,
Trigger.
no,
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, okay. So
That's
right.
my favorite cover of Tales to Astonish, by the way. Is that a 12
What issue number is that? 77?
72.
Is that an American
Why
version
Why
or
is that trigger warning?
Mark, I mean Darren, was that a British or
Same
American?
copy.
I'll take it.
Same.
Huh?
It's a cent
Cent.
copy.
It's a cent? I'll still take it.
Bill, your bill is going up substantially.
Oh,
That's what I was
Bill's
putting.
bill is, yes, it is. Now look at that cover. Oh my God. Is that
is
Jim
really
Colin?
good. I'm going to have to say put that on my pile. I haven't got it.
Is that Colin? Kyle?
I don't
They
think
look like
we're
it.
ever going to see these piles because Darren's
No,
never
that's
going to
Uh,
see them.
That's me. That's me.
That's
Blank
Gil
them
King.
guys out. That's me. That's me. That's
Darren,
me.
did you
That's
say you were going to actually produce these piles? And give us
Asking
That down there is your guys' piles from some shows. And there's a box over there that's bagged and boarded, which is where I've started to process your American size.
that could have been Everett
you.
too, Paolo.
Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned,
Okay,
as
so
far as I'm concerned, when you say put it on my pile, you might as well be saying put it the text in the post.
yeah,
The text in the post.
I think so far, Kyle is on 6,500 quid. Bill is on about 5,000 quid.
No,
I'm on about
more than that.
3,000. I'm on about 3,000, and Greyman, because he only picks the cheap ones, is on about 2,000.
You're probably right.
I don't know
50
if-
quid.
I don't know if this will work, but I'll try it.
Dun, dun,
Okay, so give me a sec. I'm just trying to do something here. Let's see if it works. I've never tried this before.
Sounds dubious.
Oh, I'm not even sure you can. Ah, here we go. Will it work? Will it work? Will it work?
We don't need the drum roll.
Is
What's
it
he doing?
sharing my screen yet or not?
Well, we can see you.
Tab window. Here
No,
we
I
go.
think you've got an option. You should be able to do it though.
Is it up?
Oh.
There it is.
Whoa.
This is your lists that I've started to make a list of, but
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's beautiful. You and your spreadsheets.
it was taking a long while. So I thought what I'll do is I'll get everything bagged and boarded and then I'll do the list later. So there is some progress. It's just slow.
Wow, can't believe you've gone to all that effort, mate.
Well, it's not a lot of effort actually so far. There's a lot more effort still to be done, but so I've been so lazy, and then one day I just woke up and said, right, I'm going to do it today, and I did like a few hours on it, and then things buying collections and leaving doors open and Gary's doors open got in the way. But after today, I'm back on it. Although I've got 3 little orders to process.
Yeah, sort out them comics before you leave the front door open and someone comes and steals everything.
Yeah.
That's right around the corner, right?
You need to complete the list before your dementia.
Is that the third appearance of the stranger, Kyle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark, I agree.
Third appearance?
Something like that.
He's going to look at that spreadsheet and he's going to go, "Who's these people? Who the hell are Mark and Bill and Graham and
Who did
Kyle?
the stranger become?
Huh?
Who did the stranger become?
Reader, you married him?
I don't know.
The Beyonder.
Did you end up marrying him?
No.
No.
I only
Strange is
married
not a
women.
Beyonder.
That's nice. I like
Is
that.
he?
I think so.
That's a
Or
Pence
there's
copy,
some
too.
connection. They're from the same race or something, but there's a connection there. Oh, look at that blue cover. That's
I never
gorgeous.
heard that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I
That
love
is so
buying Tales of Suspense, Tales to
interesting.
Astonish, and Early Spidey.
Whoa. Early Spidey. Oh, look at that.
That's a big
gorgeous.
one.
Oh, record.
That's his first
Sorry,
appearance.
that's the sequence. You
Is
did
that
the
the first
fours
record?
earlier. You did
Yeah, that's
fours
the first
earlier.
appearance
Why
of
is
the
that not with
record.
the fours?
Is it? No.
I never-
Record came way before that, didn't he?
No,
I never fit.
that's the
I
first
never finished
appearance
the
of the
story.
record.
Sorry.
There were,
The Wrecking Crew didn't come out for years after that, and Defenders
Great
17.
story as well.
Let Darren
Mark,
finish
there
his
were-
story.
when I was in the guys, I'm not going to show any more comics. I'll talk because what happens is the guys get too excited. so
Yeah,
I was in the guy's house. He had them all laid out all over his kitchen table and all over his kitchen worktop. And I said, I'm going to need a couple of hours with this. And they let me have an hour. And then he said, look, my wife and kid is upstairs and they can only eat once you've left and got off the table. So I said, how long have I got? He said, 10 minutes. So I said, okay, fair enough. So I just rammed all the comics into 4 boxes randomly.
Right.
Then when I got home, I sorted each box alphanumerically. But what's in each box can also be duplicated to somewhat in other boxes because of the way I filled the box.
Okay. How old was this guy?
35, 40.
Why has he got all these Silver Age comics?
Oh, because it's his. There were 2 brothers, I think, and I think the dad or uncle had died and left them.
Okay, right. So
And I think they had then set off to like Golden Orbit conventions, trying to sell them
right.
with
what's
some
Golden Orbit?
success. And then they
Northern
just decided to
Convention.
call it a day.
Oh.
It's the UK. There's a UK Northern Convention.
So that's why I think that it could have had the
Golden
keys.
Orbit.
It could have had the keys and they could have been sold, or maybe it never did. They've certainly sold a lot. That's a fact.
Yeah. They have. Yeah.
So, but you know, when it's a collection like this, I don't
No, it's
mind
fine.
buying the leftovers.
Oh, hell
No,
yeah.
it's fine. These are all solid comics.
I think
I mean-
the biggest one you've shown so far is the first Wrecker, though. That's a pretty decent one.
So who played Stryker in X-Men 2?
New box.
I don't
New box,
remember the
please.
guy's name.
Is Brian Cox. Brian Cox is literally in everything. I swear the guy, he's a one. Do you like him, Mark?
He's a fantastic. He's a Shakespearean actor.
He is great. He is, and Chabon and he were or not Chabon. The guy who died recently. They were like best friends, and he had the best story to tell about the first time he got married. They took a break from Othello or some Shakespearean play, and they all went and got drunk at his wedding, and then they all tried to go back, and they all did great performances, but they never knew how they could pull it off because they were so messed up.
He was great in The
love that.
Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
He's a great actor.
He's
Brian
been in
Cox.
everything. He was even in Super Troopers.
Yeah, but
There
he's
you
also
go.
done
Panther
some really
one, right?
off-key.
7.
He's really done some
Oh,
off-key
that's 7.
comedy in the UK as well.
He will do anything.
Not to be confused with the space guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I love that. Well, that's Kirby.
That is Kirby.
Not to be confused with the other Brian Cox who knows about the galaxy.
Yeah, no. We're talking about the actor,
Yeah.
not the astrologist.
Yeah.
First appearance, Black Musketeers.
Not the professor or whatever he is.
The Black Musket. I've never. Oh, that. Why is there a woman in there? That's weird. I don't even remember. There's 2 women in there.
I think you're being a bit sexist there. Women can be Black Panthers.
No.
Typical Texan.
But that's
Women
gotta be-
can be
that's
black as
gotta be-
well.
That's got to be the foundation for what they did for the. No, I wasn't calling them out. I was like, I didn't realize that it happened. Those are great.
Why haven't we got
Kyber
a
the Cruel.
transgender? I want to say, why haven't we got a transgender Black Panther?
We haven't had enough time yet.
Okay.
We've got Morph.
Yeah, and Morph is getting a lot
We've got Morph. He can be black. He can be white.
Morph has gotten a lot of feedback lately.
Well, it makes perfect sense in being non-binary because he's a
Dark Knight
shapeshifter.
Returns. They made Plastic
nice.
Man transgender because he can be anything he wants.
Actually, we need to do something about this panel because we're all cis white males.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, we haven't been banned yet.
No,
we're allowed to be what we are.
Time.
I think we need.
Guys, you're missing early Captain Marvel here.
Oh, that's very early. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Mark, if you're volunteering to cut your balls off, mate, then fair enough. We'll have you next week. We'll have you on the show again next week.
Hey, my balls are utterly useless,
bring that cover back real quick. Look how wonderful that is. Who did that? That's great.
That is good.
It almost looks like Kirby, but it's beyond.
Gene Colan did those issues.
I think it. I don't think it's Kirby.
I think it's Gene Colan.
Maybe. That's
Gene Colan, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's Gene Colan.
Okay, we're okay, guys. We're okay. QNS has solved our diversity problems.
Thank God. And the great thing is, black females are hot.
Well, I agree.
You're getting close to the real important issues.
That's another Gene Colan.
QNS. If you're looking
what issue number are you on?
16.
QNS.
All right, before you go to the next one,
that's September 1969.
When does the costume change?
That's the only Captain Marvel I own.
At the end.
Right then.
Yep, I'll
17.
take that one, please. I'll take that, please.
It changes in 17. Costume changes in 17.
No. Hey, Darren, I've never asked you to do this, but would you open that last copy?
It's the same month that Green Arrow changed his costume.
No. The one that you have in the box. No. The other one. The one before the one I just asked for.
Green Arrow and Captain Marvel changed their costume.
Okay, will you open that and turn it to the last page? I think that's actually where he has.
He's got the new costume on.
Yeah, and that's the one I really want.
Yeah, he does. I'm telling you, he does. September 1969. That's the only issue that I own because it's my birthday book.
That one. But
him and Green Arrow both changed costumes the same month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Holy shit, guys! This is the first one I've taken out of the bag. It is freaking nice.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I want that.
I want that one, by the way. But yeah, let's see if
that's
good.
Lovely.
Oh no, I want that. I know I'm going to pay out the ass for it.
Look at the back. I mean, there's a little bit of crease, but it's not like
on the top. It's got some bad.
That is probably that. Yeah, the little crease on the back kills it.
But that's not much.
That's a 7.5.
That would press straight out, Mark.
Yep, it would press straight out. And I have a presser here.
If you press that could be a 8590.
Okay. Go back a couple more pages.
You can see he's got a new costume already.
When he changes costumes.
Okay.
And I think he gets the nigger bands as well.
That's it. I want that. I've never found
Hold on, I'll turn the page out for you then.
No!
I think does he not get the nigger bands in that issue as well?
Yeah, you can't put
wait a minute, guys.
You triggered me.
You are all being very ignorant of our black female contributor. You're not listening. Her name is Ebony Ayres.
It says Ebony Eyes. That's a stripper name. I think we're being toyed with.
No. Ebony Eyes is a song.
I think he's only a black woman in the multiverse, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Thank you,
I think
brother.
they're saying they're a black woman from the multiverse. So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
maybe one
And
of the
I
multiverse
want that one,
alternatives
too.
to black
That's-
woman.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's what it's
Thank
about.
you. Yay! I've been
Now,
looking for those forever.
If you got 25 through 29, well, yeah, 25 through 31 actually is the Starling run.
What do you guys think about the costume change? Don't you think the newer costume was better? I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the 40, so we missed the whole lot.
It looks good. It looks pretty decent.
That's okay. That's Starling. Isn't the first Thanos somewhere in here?
25. It's already past it.
Oh, okay.
25 through 32.
God, these are so great, man. I am just over the top on these.
He's getting into near the Pat Broderick issues now.
Really? That early?
Yeah. Well, no, it's jumped. He's in the 50s now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pat's a friend of mine. Pat and Mike Barron and I had dinner together at the Hard Rock here a few years back, and it was great.
The dude named Death Grip.
There you go. There's one you need, right, Greg?
I have.
I've got all the defenders now.
Randros! I'm crying.
You
Randros.
completed
I will
your
have all the
defenders,
defenders
right?
that Mark gives them to me anyway.
Did you get
Mark gives
10?
me my comics that I need.
Did he?
Yeah, I've ordered them all from America. They've all gone to Mark, and I'm waiting for him to meet out and give them to me.
Make out.
Mark.
You're waiting to
There you
make
go.
out with Mark? That's a little too much information for us,
I didn't
guys.
hear anything you said, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on your pile. You can always tell me you didn't want it.
Mark.
Oh,
What issue number is that? That's 9, 10, 11.
Early defenders.
Wow.
Yeah, that's still early.
Looks like 6 to me.
What kind of birds are those?
I've
we're
never
hearing?
had defenders
Two is
5,
that?
6, 7 before. I've had a number 4.
See,
Kyle.
the middle
Oh,
issues,
7, is it?
Kyle,
that's
what
a great
birds are
one
we
right
hearing?
there.
Kyle, what birds are we hearing in your background?
All
See, I
kind
don't
of
need them now,
Cardinals,
Darren, so it's
Redbirds.
too late.
What a great one.
Oh, the Titan. Oh, do you
Is that the
remember
Hulk?
do you remember the Byrne issue of She-Hulk that he did that was that had Titan in it? And it was I have
Yeah,
no
wasn't
mouth.
that called the
I
Hulk
must
originally?
scream.
That character.
Zemnu the Titan. That's the
What, the
first
green
thing
one?
called the Hulk.
Yeah. She-Hulk goes, I have no mouth, but the title of it was by Byrne, and it was Titan. I have no mouth. But I must
You can
scream.
put that on my pile. I
The
need
cow
it, but I
pile.
don't need it.
The KP.
There's me. I'm on a cover. Look.
The
I'm
blob. Yeah, put that on my pile. But yeah, Zemnu the Titan was the Hulk
The
prototype.
the blob. I hope it's the blob anyway. Yeah,
It's
it's the evil
Damn
blob.
it. Can you put that on my pile too? It's just a Pence copy. I have those, but I love them because they're Pence
No,
copies.
but that's a pretty important issue, Kyle. Oh, that's really
That's
nice.
the first appearance of the Wrecking Crew right there.
Oh, wow, that's a pretty important.
They're
issue.
on the cover in the next issue.
18. Have we
Yeah,
gone
I
back?
think it is in that run somewhere.
17's the first appearance, 18's the first cover.
That's 18. Confirmation.
I'm finally gonna be able to read the defenders from start to finish.
Do you
soon.
not read them, Gray, till you've got the full set?
No, he
certain
doesn't.
certain runs. I wait till I get the full
Doesn't.
set before
He
I read
doesn't.
them.
Yeah,
Certain
and there's
one that I was waiting
19.
to collect them all. Oh,
That's the whole
He's
Wrecking
still-
Crew
he's still
introduction
waiting to
right
read
there.
Jimmy
17,
Olsen.
18, and 19.
That is proper.
no, I read my Jimmy Olsen's as
proper
I get them.
collecting. To not read it till you've got them all. That's proper
See,
collecting.
now, Darren, we're going to run into a problem here because you
Not
have
all
my
of them,
want
only
list of
it's-
defenders, and I don't know for sure. Like, you want me to go grab my list so you can just pull them right here?
Don't worry about it. We've got all the time in the world to go through lists. Let me first get through the processing of this piles for you, right? And then we'll figure everything else out. I've got so much processing ahead of me. These are not going on general sale. So you guys are the only people who've got access to these comics, and that will stay the same for at least 6 months. And when I get ready to put them on the shop, I'll be asking you guys to help me with finding any problems with the pricing. And at that point, you'll be the only people seeing the whole list, and you can do what the hell you want and say, I want that one, I want that one.
Yeah, because I got a list of those I need, but I pretty much got everything through 30, and I got all the big ones. The only big defenders left I need is giant size 3.
The last time I said it was going to take me 6 months to process a batch, it took 2.5 years.
Cool.
So I really need to book my ideas up and actually get started and do this. But I've said to myself, I'm not starting processing what needs to go on the shop until I've got your piles sorted. So,
well, that's beautiful. Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, go back to that copy real quick. So that is that, I believe.
That's Keith Giffen.
It's Keith Giffen trying to be as Kirby as he can.
Yeah, that's
and
Keith
look,
Giffen.
But look at that Hulk. That's a great Hulk. I love that Hulk.
Ooh.
Can let me talk about
literally. I love She-Hulk.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I want to discuss with Darren. His technique, or whatever. Why don't you just do one box at a time and just do it bit by bit? Do a box, get it up there. Do a box, get it up there, and just keep the shop ticking rather than do like 2.5 years and do a massive upload all in one go. It feels like
he wants
you're
to
making a rod for your own back almost.
He wants to make money, and no, I'm serious.
Yeah, he's going to make money, but if you did in one box at a time, the shop will continue to be getting new stock.
No, his idea makes more money.
Well, hold on, right? Because
am I right?
What? Okay, so there's 2 different ways of thinking at it, Gray. It's a brilliant, very, very perceptive and brilliant question, first of all, and I've had to think very carefully about how I want to do this. So 100%, absolutely, you are right, and I've often questioned my sanity about not doing a box and putting it on sale and saying, hey, look, there's some new stock, come and have a look at the new stock, because that keeps people active and coming to the shop all the time. That is a very good sales technique, and so yes, there's huge value in doing that. And the reason I don't do it
feels like less work for you somehow.
Yeah, I'll tell you the exact reason I don't do it is because is all about speed and efficiency in processing everything I've got, because there's mountains and mountains of stuff I've got. And so once I get on a roll, I get out of bed and I walk into the processing room, and I'm like, I got to have my things like this, and I simply take a comic out and I debag it and I deboard. So take the bag and board out, have a look around at the grade. Inside it, if it's an old one like this, I'll have to look at every page, check it's all attached, look for writing, etc. Then bag board it and put my grading sticker on it, and then it goes straight back in the next box, so that at the end of, and it takes a long time, like several months, it'll take me to bag, board, and grade. So that's stage 1, bag, board, grade. Once they are bagged and boarded, they're protected better than they are if they're not bagged and boarded. So I don't try to sort them unless like that Welsh collection, for example, that was never bagged and boarded in the first place. That was easy to sort. But sometimes when you get like sticky tape on the back of them, and that sticky tape breaks down, they're actually kind of glued together. And if you've got a mixture of bagged and boarded and not bagged and boarded, that tape's going to start ripping covers. So therefore, what I always do is I just get them all bagged and boarded to protect everything from anything that could go wrong. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is to sort them alphanumerically, which is, even though there's like 50,000 comics, it only takes probably about a week to sort 50,000 comics alphanumerically. And from that point, I then hire somebody on a casual basis to do a stock list of everything. So the stock list, basically, whoever I hire sits on the computer with an Excel list of everything. And I go through the boxes saying, right, I've got a Fantastic Four 76 sent in very fine. And so he just has to put a number 1 on the stock line. So that's a massive sort of standalone hired. So I'm paying for someone else's time there. After that's done, then I go back through them all. Now I've got a camera stand. So it's like there's a stand and a sort of spoke on it with 2 lights that stand on stands, and the camera points down. So then I'm just going from transferring box to box, and I've got an automatic timer on the camera. I put it to 4 seconds, and I've got 4 seconds to get the thing out of one box, put it on the stand in the right place, and then once the camera's taken, put it back in the other box. And at the end of that process, which takes another week, I've then got 50,000 photographs that are only identified by a number. Then I send those photographs off to Pakistan or India with the list, so that the Pakistan or Indian staff, on a cheap labor rate, rename the photographs to the same as the list. And at that point, I can upload the list to the comic shop. Oh, no, sorry, I've missed a stage out. I have to price them all first. So there's a whole huge pricing exercise. Then finally, I upload the list. Then I upload the photos. Then I have to electronically link the photos to the correct products on the shop. And at that point, they're ready for sale. Now then, the reason I've told you the whole story is to answer the question properly, which is, if I was constantly breaking to do some communication with customers and pack some orders, I would never get to the end of the job. And so the reason I do it like it is that because I'm working solo, I need to finish each stage before I get ready for the next one. Because when it gets to them all being on, as you know, you've seen my sales events. Honestly, mate, I am absolutely working 80 hours a week, packing up, pulling from stock and packing orders and shipping them out when I'm in a sales event. And so there's not enough time in my day to, sorry, Bob, not enough time in my day to do both. So I segregate it completely. And honestly, it's just, that's really it. I'm missing out on all the good sales techniques you're talking about one box at a time and then communicate to put. The other valid reason is, I advertise on Facebook in groups. Well, the administrators get pissy if you're advertising too much. So if I did an advertisement every box was uploaded, I would very quickly get booted from from the groups on Facebook. So while I'm in the processing period, I'm silent on Facebook, and the admins have got a chance to forget about me. And a year later, I can start it up again. So it's a great question, and it's like, so I've had to think really hard how to do it, whether to do it box by box or whether to do the whole massive thing. And I've fallen down on the whole massive thing one. And this time is gonna be, geez, I mean, we're talking 50,000 plus items already, and it could be more. If I get another 20,000 comics, that'd be great. That's a hell of a lot of processing, and I might have to get like 30 or 40,000 into it and say, okay, I'm going to run out of money now, so I have to do it now. But that's the whole full long version of why that is.
Damn, man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, huge amounts.
Everyone's buggered off.
Yeah, they're buggered off.
They're both buggered off.
They're missing all these like Fantastic Fours. I like the Bisto. They can smell it, so they're coming back now. Kyle, don't miss these FFs. We nearly got him. Where's Bill? Is he gone to the counter?
We're going to finish up in a couple of minutes anyway.
Yeah, it's been another long one.
We'll finish up in 10 minutes.
Wait, come back. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, too late. Too late.
Now
we don't do repeats on this show.
Oh, when he makes it. Oh, the fucking Mad Thinker. I love him.
I'm really like.
You actually look like the Mad Thinker, Bill, thinking about it.
Do you have a 100? I do. I'm going to play the Mad Thinker. Oh, that's gorgeous.
If you just wore green overalls.
If that's all I need.
If
you have 100, I want the 100 if you have it. Oh, you went past it already.
Oh, you like these ones, Gray, these segmented covers.
That's
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I won't give you my Fantastic Four list.
Yeah, please don't. It'll take forever. Oh, that's Janice. Is that Janice? Yeah.
Carl
Janice.
showing us his butt again. Mad Thinker. The Mad Thinker. That's it. That's how it's pronounced.
Mad Thinker. Got mad. Oh, wait. Yes, I want that one. Put that on my pile. That's a Steranko cover. He doesn't employ sweat house labor. He is his own sweat house labor.
Yeah, I do most of it, but I do get some casual work in to help with the stock take, and then definitely the Indians and Pakistans. Honestly, they do a great job on naming the photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he going to come up with Iron Man 55? That's the big
No,
question.
we're past that already. There must not be that. Yeah, there's not.
So,
there's not that many.
Darren, this is a matter of interest. So you have 50,000 photos that you employ someone in India or Pakistan to identify with the titles, the comics that you've got. How much does that kind of labor cost you to pay them to do?
About £2 an hour to £3 an hour.
Right.
So it's
Right.
a quarter of the cost
How
of
many
doing
hours
it in the
it'll
UK.
take?
How long?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, what I do is when I'm doing the photos, I split them into batches of 1,000 and put them on Google Drive, and so they pick up 1,000 items from Google Drive and the list, and about 2 to 3 days later, they send them back to me. It's only probably about 8 hours of work, but they can do them at their leisure. I'm not in a rush. So if you said every 1,000 might take 8 to 10 hours, and it's 50,000, so do the maths on that. I can't do the math. So it does cost something, but it's so much cheaper than doing it myself or paying someone in England to do it.
So it's like 8 hours cost them about 16 quid. You pay them for that 8 hours work. Times that by 50.
Times by 50, yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it faster, and I could do it slightly more accurately, but they're probably 98% accurate. The only things they usually get wrong are variants and maybe some annuals.
Right.
I've got the process pretty slick, and it's just a matter of the only place that this entire thing falls down is around me because I'm so bloody lazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of work though. I'm not surprised.
Oh, it's hours and hours. It's not a 40-hour-a-week job. When I get going, it's like 80 hours a week. But I have to just say, all of a sudden, my brain will get firing, and I'll say, right, I'm starting it now. And then that's it for 3 months. I've just locked myself away doing it. And I really enjoy doing it. But it is actually really exhausting.
Yeah.
Also, I find it really hard to work.
Other than eating, sleeping.
Yeah.
Other than eating and sleeping and coming on this show, you won't be doing anything else for 3 months.
Pretty much, yeah. And if I need a cup of tea or something, I'll sit in the garden and drink a cup of tea, and then I'm back into the room, bagging, boarding, or pricing, or grading, or doing whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look, back to that man thing. So this was a sort of a box that got split between 2 boxes. Oh, Marvel feature Red Sonja.
Oh, I need some Red Sonjas. I think I've got a Marvel feature one.
I'm not sure if Marvel featured were pretty early ones.
Yeah. You was asking earlier on about my reading habits, like when I'm collecting. Like it's really weird. Some comics I'll read them as they come in. Other ones I try to wait. Like the Green
Lantern. Frank Thorne? I think it was.
Yeah.
Let me look real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Frank
Green Lantern. I sort of saved up until I got as much of the run as I could. But the Flash ones I read as they come in.
Yeah,
for example, Silver Surfer. I've got to read all the Silver Surfers soon because I've got 1 to 100, which is what I was planning to get. So they're on the read pile. 1 to 100 of Silver. No, not the first series. The 90s series.
I used to collect that when I was a youngster. I loved that. Oh, it's nearly Marvel Tales. number 4.
Yeah, that's nice.
Square bound one.
Wow, that is early, isn't it?
What am I doing?
That's very early.
I've been putting them all on your pile for like half an hour instead of in the box.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
a
no.
complete disaster.
Yeah,
All the way back to Iron Man, they're down on your pile.
you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's easy
You'll
because you
figure
didn't.
it
I don't
out.
think you wanted any defense. I think Carl might have wanted the odd defender, but
He did, didn't he?
right, I'll stick
He's
those.
into you for about £1 million anyway, so you might as well put them back.
We all are. We all are.
And rightly so.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
Look
Look at that
I've been
fucking belly
counting
on
mine.
Kyle.
I've been counting mine, and
Get in my belly. I got one too, Kyle. I'm not trying to act like I don't.
that's another early Marvel Tale, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 3 early Marvel.
You guys all into
Tales.
thousands.
I'm just trying to get on.
I've
my
been adding mine up
gymnastics
as I go
down
along, and
before
I
my
owe him
body
25
gives
quid.
I'm sorry, pal.
I'm trying to get all my stuff done around
I've been
here
adding it
before
up,
my
Darren. Don't
body
have to double
gives
check
out.
it, mate. Just I'll send you PayPal.
Sounds
Don't
good.
bother double
Sounds
checking
good.
because I've sorted it. I've worked it all out for you, mate.
Sounds good.
That's
As long
including
as you will
postage.
accept me sending your package not checked either.
Oh, that's a
That's
nice
a cool
early Marvel
Spidey
Tales.
cover.
Actually, I think I've got that one. Yeah, I've got some of these Marvel Tales. Yeah, I've got a few of them ones.
Spider-Man,
Oh, here's
Amazing
another one.
Spider-Man 10. There's issue 13.
Yeah.
These Marvel Tales, I never thought they would ever sell, but they sell.
Well, it's
Yeah,
important
definitely.
issues of Spidey.
Yeah, they're the cheap way to read them and have them in your collection. And then there's some McFarlane ones a bit later on that are a bit pricier because people like the McFarlane stuff. The covers anyway.
Ooh.
Do you want to finish this box
full
and
of
call it a
button.
night?
That'll be good.
Yeah.
We've got about 50 to go, maybe 40. And then that'll just leave one box of this lot left. I'm running out of ammunition.
You can show off the blur box next week.
Oh, mate, honestly, that will... You would love it, probably. But Mark might appreciate it. But
There might be some,
I think Bill and Kyle would be...
there might be some hidden gems you don't know about.
There
Well,
could.
do you know
There might
what?
be some in there like
Absolutely.
worth £1.
We'll tell you as soon as they show up, Kyle or me.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I don't know with indies what I hardly know with Marvel.
Hmm.
These are Red Sonjas.
How many did you say was in that collection?
This collection or the shitty one?
So
The shitty one.
The shitty one
Yeah.
was 2,000 comics,
shitty
more
ones.
or less.
If you have a
2000.
uh,
You got them for 5p each, right?
Yeah.
Norfolk number 2, I want it. Which you could.
There was like multiple copies of stuff in there as well. Like some weird shit called Albedo or something. And like several.
Albedo.
copies of
I want
Stop.
Albedo number 2. Albedo number 2.
Albedo number 2, 3, and 4 are worth a shitload of money.
I want Albedo number 2.
I was only doing it for a joke.
Did you hear that?
That motherfucker.
Oh.
That damn Darren.
They both.
I didn't
Ray, you
believe it.
missed it. You missed
Why
it,
would
Ray.
you pull
They
that?
both went. What? I want it. I want it.
I heard, yeah.
Oh, here's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
great.
lying this time.
Oh, that's beautiful, actually.
I wrote down there were 6 things that had value in the collection. I think one of them could be coming up, but it's in real low grade.
Lou Grade, what does this have to do with ITV?
Yeah, exactly.
I knew you guys would get that
How do
joke.
you even know that?
Because
What?
Space
Oh, which one?
1999.
How did you know it?
Space 1999.
Which one?
Oh.
Could it be?
Sir Lou Grade. Yeah, he was the Well, I know a lot about that. Oh my God. I will take that one, sir. I will take that. Yes, please. That's gorgeous.
That's a cool one.
That's great. I love
I
that.
think they did the cover the wrong way up. Should be like that.
Well, kind of, yeah.
It's like a variant.
I love like a variant. Like a variant. Wait, that's not a Madonna song. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Kyle, would you tell us what the Magia was?
What DiMaggio was?
The Magia, not DiMaggio.
Oh, Marvel's version of the Mafia.
Exactly.
The Magia.
Magia. That's how
I always pronounce it the Magia.
It's the Magia.
Timur Dracula sells great as well.
I say Magia.
Oh, yeah,
like Mafia. I pronounce it the same as Mafia, but with G's instead of F's.
If you got the first blade, I want that.
I used to have it.
Right,
you did?
I used to have it. It was water damaged and torn. And I got a great price for it.
I bet you did.
Can't remember what it was, but it's a couple of $100.
Yeah,
Tim at the end of another marathon.
Was his second appearance.
I need to go and loo, so I'm going to finish it up and bag off to the toilet.
We're on the last 20 in the box then.
Okay. We'll hurry.
Hold it for 20 issues. You don't have to read.
Great. Gray's already like going to sleep. Look, Gray looks like a vampire. Oh, he went out. Okay.
That's a good cover.
That's a great Gene Colan cover. Golly, that's good.
Sleeping with the fishes, capiche?
We're about to switch into Kyle territory. He's going to be going adding to his pile.
Well, I already got a 50 coming to me, so.
Not Timur Dracula, about to switch to another title.
Look at that. That's gorgeous. I love that. Oh my God.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Now you remember
that's
I
just not
said.
even debated. That's me.
Do you remember I said? Gray, you still there? Do you remember I said that there's something on the back that suggested that this was not all bought at newsstand? That is the largest comic dealer in the UK and has been for years.
Oh, hell.
And he stamps the back of his boards as an advert. And so if that board is in this collection, that means that was probably a back issue purchase.
It's gorgeous.
Which is why, when Mark was saying all the keys are missing, I suspect that the keys, it depends how old they are, but the old keys, I don't think they were ever bought because I think this guy was buying back issues of old stuff.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep piling on me. That's
that was yours
you
as
could
well.
just keep piling those on me.
Let's say it as it comes, Kyle. Come on.
I'm pretty sure.
I want that one, please.
Yeah, see, I need all those. He's got my want list, but I need.
I don't have that one. I want that one, please.
I might have more than one copy of that. I think I've got.
Yeah, just keep piling them up on me.
If you have a 108, I'd like to call First Dibs before you pull it out.
I called First Dibs on 108 a long time ago. Quite literally.
You bastard. You get whatever you want.
I sent him my list.
I would not. Kyle, you're my buddy. 109? I won't do that.
109. No, we skipped past it. No, there's a missing one.
Yeah.
I think 109 was the first comic I bought.
Kyle on the Kyle pile.
Yep.
You gotta let me at least choose one. Oh no!
All right, there you go, right there.
I don't want that one. Well, no, I have 3 copies of that, but
what do you mean you got 3
I would
copies?
rather have that one.
But
if Kyle,
you can have that. Well, what issue number is that?
116.
The one that goes in Kyle pile. The one I really want is the one with the first Alpha Flight. If you've got it,
That's like 120 or 21. I can't remember.
It's 120, and if you got 120, he can have it because I've got it.
I haven't got it in this box, but like I said, I think I've got another set.
I'll
of
take that
X-Men.
one. I'll take that one.
Look, so that thing's on quite a lot of these boards, right? And I
That's
think
awesome.
this guy's
You
buying.
know what that is? You know what that is? That's a pedigree.
No, it's not, because he's just. If you ask any English collector if Mr. Silver Age's got a pedigree,
it's a pedigree in a certain way because he was.
There's a history.
Oh yeah, I was in the loo. Show me what was on the back of the.
Oh, wait! I'll take that one. The one in your hand.
Okay.
And I'll take the one you're taking back out.
I'm trying to find it.
First appearance of Dazzler.
Or
second appearance of Dazzler.
Great, here we go.
Dazzler one.
That's the stuff that's on. It's on too many of these for it not to be a buying thing.
No, it's true. It's true.
What is it, Silver Acre or?
Yeah, Silver Acre. So this guy was not buying these from newsstand, or he was filling in gaps from back issue from Silver Acre. So that's why when Mark said that all the keys are missing, I suspected that maybe they'd never actually existed in the set.
Provenance, yeah, that's what he's looking for.
Did
you
guys
can put that one on my pile too because it's a Pence copy.
Did you guys know that Orson Welles played the first Wolverine?
Oh shit, we've already had those ones. We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Isn't that hilarious? He looks
more like Sabretooth to me.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Pretty sure I need that one.
Whoa. I didn't think you need that one, Kyle.
There's odd issues up there.
Those are good. Those are
pretty sure I need that one. Damn.
Wow.
See, there's just odd issues in the higher numbers that I need.
We've got like 2 comics left.
I've got that one.
Tales from the Grey Side. We are on 155. No, you don't need that one. And this is the last one in the box, 156.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's it.
Got that one, mate. I've got that one.
That's it. We're done for another night.
What's the first Phoenix?
First Phoenix
is that 100?
101.
101, yeah. And it's
Darren
very,
has a
very
copy of
pricey.
it, but it's in my
maybe
pile.
I don't want 101 then.
It's like real pricey, that one. People go nuts.
Maybe I don't want 101 after all.
Yep, it's in my pile because that's one of my big ones. 94, 101. I got a few of those, but well, gents, it's been a pleasure, but I'm in pain, so I'm glad we're kind of wrapping it up.
Oh, here's Joe.
Hey,
Joe.
It's the party.
How's it going?
And
Bye,
Luna, the lovely Luna is here.
Hi, Luna.
Who is Luna? Is that your daughter, Joe?
That's his daughter.
No way, you've got to lock her away. She's too good looking.
I know. That's what he tries to do, and she knows how to pick the lock. So,
oh, well,
girls
will be girls.
Well, guys,
we're gonna end it now.
Yeah, now we can end it. Joe's here.
Yeah.
So,
Joe came. He's the night watchman. He said, "No, guys, finish."
No. Hey, guys, have a great week. Kyle, Gray, Darren, love you guys.
We all have to finish on a song.
What?
Have a amazing day. I'll have a great
I do have an amazing day.
Have a amazing day. Oh, you have an amazing day.
See you, Paolo.
Well,
He said,
all right. 3 hours of gray amazingness.